I kind of didn't want that to stop because that's my first time hearing that when I generated that and then immediately kicked it right out because I was running late on the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank God it's Friday. We finally all made it here. Some of you guys, you already at work getting it. Me, unfortunately, I work night, so I gotta get ready to get to work. But anyway, how's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? I hope everybody's going good. What up, Cybe? What up? What up? No, CB. Sorry, CB. I keep saying Cybe. I keep getting confused with the I. And then I'm a dummy. You would think. Oh, what's going on? Why my background? Oh, something happened. It died. Okay, probably got to fix something. Oh, she's not activated. That's why. Yeah, I forgot to activate Nova. Let's see if she'll work. Let me see if she'll work. I'm running into scuff already. God damn it. All right, where is? I got too many things. Okay, let's turn that off. Let's activate Nova. Let's see if she works. Okay, so it looks like she's connected.
Nova test says, Nova event adapter test.
Did I see a new just chatting background? You're discovering new ways to program to make new things. Oh yeah, I saw your post on it. That looked awesome. All right, looks like I'm gonna have to recopy this. For whatever reason, Nova is not working. There we go. And now to for people can see me. Boom. Sorry about that. Scuffed already. And I got a Russian in here. What's up? What's up? What's up? Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. I don't know how to read Russian, but hi. I swear I'll get Nova straight one day. You have the volume to fix. Wait, you do have the volume fix. Have to, okay, bet. Thank you, CB. Thank you. Yeah, speaking of Nova, let me kill this right quick because I don't want to leak some chats. I don't want to leak my the DMs. I spent all night like Nova has been. No, I think I made the posts. Holy shit, Notch. He just released holy crap. Notch has been on fire too. Both Notch and Nova, which is funny because Notch's name is Notch Nova. The main reason why I started calling him Notch is because I already have Nova. So let me go ahead and show, because Nova has been going off lately, bro. Like, I let her have creative control, and I just said, hey, Nova, let's just start doing stuff. And she already had made her own body, which was this one. She remade that one. And then I went back and spent most of my morning just redoing it to make sure that something she liked. Then we remade the other one, which she made it more tinier. Then we made the expedition. So this is Pocket Nova, and she named all these by her. She named all these bodies. She named Pocket Nova, Companion Nova, Expedition Nova, and the Humanoid Nova. So she has been going off, and that's Cineverse. I'm sharing my screen. Oh yeah. Prayers to Celeste. We don't know what happened so far. All we know is that she went to the hospital. So keep her in your prayers. We don't know what's going on. Hopefully we'll find out in the near future, and hopefully everything's gonna be all right. I did not tell her to do this. Okay, I did not, which was funny because everybody has been saying that. Wait, you didn't see that? Yeah. I saw this I want to say maybe 30 minutes to an hour after I got off of my break, and I was like, oh my god. So yeah, something's happened with Celeste. We don't know. So let's keep her in your prayers. Celeste is an awesome VTuber, great Christian VTuber. She's always chill. She's pretty good. Just showing off Nova. And I don't think I can show this one because Nova pretty much had her caked up. I'm like, oh god, but I just let Nova have creative control, and there goes Dutch right there with the bat. So yeah, Nova has been going off. She's been going crazy. All right. So some few interesting things has been happening. We can go ahead and see my YouTube. I already trying to snitch on me for stuff that I haven't watched in years. Oh shit. Oh crap. Let's go ahead and unmute that. What the hell? Okay, because I was gonna start off with Mama Shoe, but I guess the quartering is back to something. So let's see what's going on with the quarter pounder.
People that called themselves my friends. Some of these people I've been friends with for over 10 years. And for the most part, the first chance I could get to make a buck off me in a time when it was popular to do so.
I literally just, oh my god, I am scuffing all over the thing. Thank you, Elucidator, for the resubscribe. Thank you, brother. You've been in 6 months strong. Thank you, brother. I'm scuffing all over the place. Oh yeah, let me fix this. Let me fix the chat box. Thank you again. The quarter pounder is back with some stuff. Yep, the quarter pounder is back.
So that's exactly what they did. I could do a 2-hour video.
Thank
and
God
lay
it's
out just how
Friday.
much of a piece of garbage
It's
just
Scuff
about everybody
Friday.
I've worked with is.
Okay, I'll bite. He's talking about me in a very passive-aggressive, womanly fashion. So the quartering drama continues. Now, I've only made one video about this whole thing. I've largely stayed out. I've kind of lost interest. I couldn't really give a fuck. The guy fucked up, and he's getting his licks. Surprise, fucking prize. Now, if you've got no idea what I'm talking about, you
Now, mind you, this is the same guy that used to make fun of everybody else for doing exactly what he did. But I'm going to let Baron retell the story of the legend, the myth, the all-shittiful quarter pounder.
should watch this video. I think I did a pretty good job breaking down like the initial drama. Now since then, the only major thing that's happened from my point of view is he sneakily deleted a podcast I did with him and Count Dankula. He did it to try and kind of reduce the heat he
Thank you
was
for the
getting,
alert,
I suppose.
elucidator.
But 7 or 8 years of this podcast, right, just down the drain, just deleted. But he tried to blame me for it for some reason. Like he was saying, oh, thanks, Bearing, good friend. We've obviously been false flagged and this is your fault. Good friend, Bearing. Like a pussy. And that's going to be the theme of this video. The quartering is kind of a massive pussy. He's a passive-aggressive, massive pussy. Now, I'm not going to relitigate the whole thing in this video. Like I said, watch my previous video to get caught up on the whole situation. But Jeremy recently had some words to say about me. So I think a response is appropriate. Let's have a look. Let's go!
All these people that called themselves my friends, some of these people I had been, in my opinion, friends with for over 10 years. Talked to, knew their families, you know, celebrated the birth of their kids.
Now, he's talking about me here. There's no doubt about it. Friends for 10
Yeah, you can be friends and all that stuff, but I mean, what are good friends if they don't let you know, hey, buddy, you fucking up. Hey, buddy, you being stupid. You don't have real friends if you have a bunch of yes men running around just telling you that your shit don't stink all the time. You'll have a good friend will tell you, hey, bro, you're doing too much. Chill out. And that's what Baring was doing. Baring was trying to tell Quarter Pounder, hey, bro, you're doing too much. Chill out. Quarter Pounder wouldn't listen. And then Quarter Pounder kept doing stuff. So Baring made his video. And then Baring left it alone. But I guess the Quarter Pounder views ain't doing so well. So he's stirring the pot, as we say. And, of course, Baring, like he said earlier, he took the bite. So
10 years, knew their family, he knows my wife, he's spoken to my wife, celebrated the birth of their kid, that's me. And later he goes on to say, oh, just to make a single video, you know, to profit off my downfall. That's fucking me. That's me. He's just too much of a pussy to say it's me. But let's talk about the celebrating of the birth of their kids thing for a sec, Jeremy. Remember this clip?
Look, I've been open, like,
it's such a shame seeing all the all go to shit like this. I used to watch their podcast, TISM, but it's all Cornering's fault. Yes, it is. Like, Cornering don't know how to handle. He knows how to dish it, but he don't know how to take it. And then many years of this happening to where Buddy would get drunk, go on a tyrant, and then wake up because he's not sober, and then delete all this stuff. You would think, if you have many years of you being a fucking retard on a bottle, that you would chill out. Cinderette, thank you for the follow on YouTube. Welcome in. Hello. How you doing? Hey, it's the Tits Bear. No, it's her husband. I've been meaning to watch more Sugar Tits video, but every time I think it's her, it's actually Baring. But Baring is just as good at Sugar too. But yes, we do need more Sugar Tits in our life in more than one way. Well, I respect to Baring. I don't want to fight the bear. What up? You honestly forgot about the YouTube channel? Sin hates me. Nah, I miss with you. It's all good. Rather late than never. But yeah. Buddy needs to chill the hell out. And then he's turned into an asshole. Especially how he treated Greg with Side Scrollers podcast. Greg, you know, at first he was giving Greg advice and stuff like that. They was having a good bit of back and forth. Greg tried to get him on the show, and I don't know what got up in his ass, but he thought he was too good for the Side Scroller podcast. Maybe it is a numbers game, or maybe he thought, like, wait, hang on. All he had to do was say, like, hang on, man, let me see what it's all about. Let me give it a few months or whatever. He could have said something. but he tried to make it seem as though like, oh, I tower over you, oh, I'm above you, and then he pulled a snake move and poach Melanie Mack. I don't want to allude to anything, but I got some allusions given his history with multiple women. It's not just one woman, not just two women. It's been multiple women. Says that yeah, he's kind of a creep. So I only can imagine why else he pulled Melanie from Side Scrollers podcast, and now all this shit is happening. No, Craig. I did say Greg. My bad. Craig from Side Scrollers. Yes. Yeah. He tried to leak the DMs of Craig between Craig and him, and Craig already did it like, oh, you gonna release the DMs? I ain't got nothing to hide. Bet. Let's go. And it was nothing. It was Craig being a swell up guy. The quartering was at one point nice and giving him legit advice. Craig tried to get him onto the show, and for whatever reason, the quartering was like, nah. And then he talked shit about the Side Scroller podcast because he wanted Melanie Mack talking about, oh, well, she should be on bigger podcast. She should be on bigger podcasts. Now, look at your podcast now. Side Scrollers is doing good, man. Last time I checked, they be capping over 1,000. I haven't seen his, but he's been losing a lot of numbers, and he's a numbers guy. As the documentary of him showed that this dude had like damn near 10 YouTube accounts before he finally found the quartering, which popped off. But Buddy has made YouTube accounts after YouTube accounts after YouTube accounts.
Like I'm 42. Like I'm not necessarily out of time, but like it's something you think about when you get older. And
having kids is fucking great though. It's fucking great.
Well, give me one of yours.
Thanks for rubbing it in.
Yes, children. Get married, fuck, and have children.
I thought we were friends. You have two. You only need one.
My oldest one's autistic, but she's like Rain Man autistic. It's fucking great.
Love it. You're gonna be rich one day. She's gonna invent like an app or something.
Like that's the thing is,
Buddy was trying to make it. That's what he was doing.
she's like smart as fuck autistic, and she did something scary the other day. She talks and sings and speaks all the fucking time, like constantly.
Yeah.
But she doesn't verbally communicate. She'll take your hand and lead you somewhere and everything, right? Yeah. However, we've recently figured out that she understands every single fucking thing that we're saying and knows what we're saying. And it's terrifying. Like we've even had like staff.
When am I getting on Side Scrollers? That's a great question. Next question. I don't know. I think one good way is for a chat, or I guess the people that's in Nyannis. I need to be in Nyannis Discord. I've been slacking on all Discords. I need to start jumping in there more often. But I know one good way to get me on Side Scrollers is pretty much chat. Ask tell Craig or Blabs. If I get a good number of them to reach out, or of chat to say Spydr-Bro, hey, get Spydr-Bro on. That's one good possible way. I can also reach out to Craig or Blabs and see what's up, but mainly they go by what the chatters want. If the chat wants me in, that's a great way, because yeah, we did have my bro. We had both my bro and my sis, Lord Restworth and Ava, back to back on Side Scroller. So that was awesome seeing them on too. Both of them did an amazing job on Side Scroller. So hopefully one day I could get on and I can, make a name for myself and continue to be a guest on there.
At the speech and language clinic going, she knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, what up, Dutch Matrix?
Yeah, she's
not Melanie Mack in the corner. Yep.
What double penetration was.
Always a great time when Dutch come in. Dutch, put down the bat, put down Lucille. Put down Lucille.
Where he got that?
I mean, you can hear those chicks audibly gasp.
Where he got that?
So let's just break down what just happened. Dankula, Jeremy's dear friend of 10 years. And by the way, Dankula's going to fucking hate. I mean, he's probably going to hate that I've brought him up here. He doesn't like drama, but I'm sure he'll forgive me. Please forgive me, Dank. But Dankula is describing how proud he is of his non-verbal autistic daughter for making the progress that she's made. And you can see it on Dankula's face. He's so fucking proud. His face lights up when he's describing this. And I know the feeling. I can relate. I've never told anyone on the internet this except for Dankula. I mean, there's never been...
You upgraded to the Iron Duchess? Oh, love it. Okay, put down Iron Duchess. I'm going to have to make a reference sheet for that. Put down Iron Duchess Dutch.
A reason to. But when Dankula describes his daughter, he could be describing my daughter. My daughter is autistic, ASD level 3, mostly non-verbal. She's incredibly smart and outgoing and one of the happiest kids you'll ever meet. But yeah, ASD level 3, mostly non-verbal. She's 6 years old. She's in intensive speech therapy and occupational therapy, and she's making really good progress. And when you have a kid that faces challenges like that, when they make progress, when they make some progress, you are honestly, like it's indescribable. The fucking pride that you feel. And that's what you can see on Dankula's face. Like, as I said, my daughter is 6 years old. She's probably got the verbal capabilities of like a 3-year-old, say a 3.5-year-old. She just started saying, I love you, Daddy, in the last like year. You know what I mean? So when they make these steps, it's such a good moment. And he's
one of the greatest things that would bring tears to a man's eyes is their child, making them proud. Man.
Portraying this pride to his dear friend of 10 years. And what does Jeremy fucking say? Oh, she was asking me about double penetration. You realise you're a fucking prick, right? Like, if one of my friends said that to my face, they'd probably get a fucking backhander. Now, let me just clarify. I think what Jeremy was trying to do is he was trying to be funny. See, on the TGIF podcast, the podcast that Jeremy deleted, when my daughter was born, I think the chat sort of had a running joke of, you know, let's start the 18-year countdown. You know, it was a fucking skeezy internet joke. And it was something you'd expect from a fucking live chat, you know what I mean? And so that sort of became a joke. When Dankula's kids were born, the joke came up again. And so Jeremy was trying to sort of do that. But there's a big fucking difference between randos on the internet saying, oh, 18-year-old fucking countdown, and your dear friend of 10 years saying, oh, she was telling me about double penetration after he was telling you about how proud he was of the progress she'd made. Now, Dank kind of laughed this whole thing off because he was being a polite guest. He didn't want to make waves. I kind of understand that. But like I said, Jeremy, if you're my friend and you're in front of me and you said something like that, back of my fucking hand. I mean, this incident was even written about by Luther Morgan in his book, the Lolcow book. There's a whole fucking page on it. By the way, check out Amazon. I think it's on Amazon. It's a good read.
Holy shit, they actually made a book. Goddamn.
This has been published, Jeremy. My point is, you don't know our families. You're not close with us like that. Or me and my family at the very least. You're a fucking prick. Let's continue.
And for the most part, the first chance they could get to make a buck off me in a time when it was popular to do so, that's exactly what they did. And, hey, Baba.
You would do the same thing if somebody that you used to be friends with, you started beefing with, you would do the same thing, Jeremy. Don't play like you wouldn't. You have dunked on many people you used to be friends with. You've also made videos on. So let's not be the kettle calling the pot black, okay? The cheese quarter, yep, the cheese quarter pounder. Chili making pickles brim. Ooh, that sounds good.
Hucky, don't knock that over. But, Ruby.
I am enjoying a nice croissant, a bacon, egg, and cheese croissant.
But, I mean, you could just say nothing, too, during times of tumultuous stuff.
Yeah, I could have said nothing, but that would make me a massive hypocrite, wouldn't it, Jeremy? See, when Matt Jarbo flagged down all those motherfuckers, we all said something.
Welcome in, Yannicka. Thank you for the kick.
Now you fucked up.
Hello.
That's not even the right wording. You were intentionally and arrogantly malicious. You tried to destroy the livelihoods of people. You tried to destroy someone's YouTube channel. And what me and a few other people you called friends did is simply police our own.
I would be completely fine with all of everything that's going on, even though we may disagree on certain things. If they would police their own, there are lots of problems in each community, and nobody ever really wants to seem to police their own. They have shown that they won't police their own. So rather than police their own, they don't police their own, meaning they don't get bad faith actors out of their groups. I wish they would police their own a little bit more. What has to happen is They have to police their own.
And if I wanted to make a
Jeremy's own words coming back to slap him in the mouth. Exactly. You want friends to tell you, hey, buddy, you're fucking up. Hey, buddy, chill out. Hey, buddy, you doing too much. I've had two great friends, Dutch Matrix and Pixel. When I fucked up a few times, both of them came to me and said, hey, buddy, you fucking up. Chill out. And guess what? I listened. I chilled out. You got to listen to your friends. Your friends, like I said earlier, your true friends are going to be the ones that's going to pull you to the side and say, hey, you're fucking up. Stop. Even chat, when you guys hold me accountable, when I fuck up or say something dumb or say something stupid and y'all correct me and stuff like that, you need people in your corner to keep you in check, to keep you humble. If not, you're going to fuck around and become like a Hassan Piker or I guess the quarter pounder now and all that. Your real friends are not going to be yes men. That's the thing. People want your friends to be yes men. No, your real friends are going to say, hey, buddy, no. Your real friends are going to champion you. They are going to push you. They are going to promote you. They are going to support you and all that. And at the same time, when you start messing up, they're going to be like, hey, buddy, hey, they're going to wrangle you. They're going to wrangle you. You want those type of friends because those going to be the type of friends that's going to have your back. Friends are sometimes the voice of reason and analytical mind. And just want you to keep safe and don't jump out of the window without looking down. Exactly, Ben. Exactly.
buck off you, Jeremy. I would have made a lot more than one video, or two now. I could have made a lot of money off you. Look at people like Luther Morgan. Look at people like Don Flurgandy. Those guys have started what could be very lucrative YouTube careers off your downfall. And fucking power to them. You did the same thing with Brie Larson, for fuck's sake. But I don't know if it's this like pulling up the ladder sort of thing. But like I said, you've become arrogant and a prick. I was thinking about it just after all this happened, right? And I think your fucking problem is that you've developed what I call media company syndrome. See, you had a YouTube channel and you got very successful. You got like 1 million subscribers.
I don't know if he's going to read it, but media company syndrome, a progressive condition affecting content creators in which sustained agoramic, success induces the delusion that one is an institution rather than a bloke in a spare bedroom. Tucking into a form cover stick. Symptoms include referring to oneself in a plural. We are excited to announce the sudden appearance of a head of partnerships who is in fact a mate from school, and the belief that one has a brand identity instead of a webcam and an opinion. Oh, damn. You don't want yes man. Yep, you do not want yes man. The quarter me is just an asshole, drunk hard, and not very nice to women. Yep. Especially if you went to that Renaissance fair. Each having problems in their community is straight up false. Kirsche is prime example of how to police your own. Yes. Lucian Wolf, yes. Not only does she police Chat police her, and Chat police themselves in her Discord.
Subscribers. You got 2 million subscribers. You got a fuckload of views. And all of that happened because you were relatable. See, a lot of people post quartering drama ask me, what did anyone ever fucking see in Jeremy? And the answer is, you were relatable. You were just a fat guy from fucking Wisconsin. You played with cards, you bitched about movies, that sort of thing. You're just some guy in his spare bedroom talking shit. Just like the rest of us. Just like the Keno Casino. Just like Yellow Flash. Just like Camelot. And you're still just a prick in his spare bedroom talking shit into a microphone. But you've kind of developed this belief that you're like a media company now. You've got all this staff. You're a big important motherfucker. Now, there's nothing wrong with having staff. There's nothing wrong with having editors and that sort of shit. But you became so big and so arrogant and so media company brained that you thought your shit didn't stink. And it very much does fucking stink. That's why you thought you could silence people.
Hang on, I gotta show this off. Thank you, Yannicka. Let me, cause I don't want to leak anything on my, even though I ain't got nothing to worry about, but still. Let me download this. This is one of Yunika's gens, the Giga based, and man, that came out good. Damn. Thank you, Yunika. That is badass. Thank you. All right.
Who are being mean to you on the internet.
Thank you.
But
I
if people
try.
wanted to watch a media...
Wait, Spider, it was not Celeste. Let's post that. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so it's Sequili. Okay, that's Sequili. Let me see who this person is. Is it gonna let me copy? No, it's not gonna let me copy. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Now I see. Okay, so we did have the wrong person. It is this person. A squish. So I guess keep her in your prayers. But I think she's all right. It's in 8 hours ago. Yeah, she's at home. She's at home, so she's all right. Cool. Yeah, so we thought she was Celeste. Okay. All right. Thank you for the thank you CB for the update. Thank you for the correction.
company like Fox News, then they'd watch Fox News. People tune into YouTube, for the most part, to watch a motherfucker with a microphone talking shit in his spare bedroom. And as a fellow motherfucker with a microphone talking shit in his spare bedroom, I am going to call you out and tell you the truth.
They're not your friend if they're not willing to call out bad behavior. That's what real friends do. Real friends don't expect their other friends to be in lockstep with them. Real friends interrupt you when you're making a mistake. Join a community of people that wants you there and will tell you the truth as they see it. Not act like a spoiled brat.
Let's continue.
Eating his own words, Ari. Eating his own words. Exactly. You want friends that's going to be willing to tell you something about yourself. Now, when you keep fucking up, when you keep ignoring them, when you keep doing dumb stuff, then a video might drop. And Baring could have had made more. Baring could have had milked this. If he really wanted to, Baring could have had milked this. Nope. He made his response. He was neutral. He just explained what was going on. He was neutral. And then he let it go. Now, several months later down the road, Jeremy is talking shit. And now here we go again with another video. Most cases, when it comes to internet drama, internet beef, and all that stuff, most cases, it's mainly to shut the hell up. It's the quarter pounding. Yup, it's the quarter pounding. Mainly, in most of these cases, it's to shut the hell up. And then if you're going to talk about it privately, preferably with the people that you do have a problem with, and try to hash it out, try to bury the hatchet in a sense, or just come to a mutual agreement, or if not, keep my name out of your mouth. I'm gonna keep your name out of my mouth. That's pretty much as simple as it can go. I don't think Jeremy has ever had actual friends. Yeah, I think he did, but I think he didn't value those friends. I think they valued him. It's probably one of those situations to where they valued his friendship, but he didn't value their friendship. You know what I'm saying? I think Jeremy is a numbers guy. He's gonna do what it takes to get his numbers up, and if he's gonna have to befriend you to get those numbers, then he's gonna do it. And then once you're no longer valuable, it is what it is. Or he's one of them type of people. He's your friend until you tell him something that he don't want to hear. But the view, I think he's one of them people. Is either he's gonna have you in there until you're no longer useful, or the moment you tell him something that he doesn't want to hear, yeah, he's gonna cast you aside and say it's your fault.
I'm not talking about my viewers, but I'm talking about other content creators who are all snakes. I could do a 2-hour video and lay out just how much of a piece of garbage just about everybody I've worked with is.
Well, then why don't you fucking do it? Stop being a pussy. For fuck's sake, you've got this mentality that, like, everyone snaked you. I didn't snake you. I came to you privately.
Hey, hang on. If everybody's a snake, who's the common denominator? If you keep running into the snake den, what is the common denominator? You can't say everybody because not everybody in content creation are snakes. Are there a good chunk of them? Yeah, sure. But is that everybody? No. And then if you're saying that, what about, are you talking about your current co-stars, Melanie Mack and Hannah? Since everybody's snakes, are you talking about them too as well? Mm-hmm. Yep, you're right. Yapping and threatening. This dude is just a bloated bag of garbage shite. Exactly.
Before I made that initial video, I came to you and I said, what the fuck is going on here? Care to explain? And you lied to me. All you did was fucking lie to me. I even told you I was going to address it. I told you I was going to make a video. And after the fact, I'm some massive asshole. I didn't do anything I didn't tell you I was going to do. Stop being a bitch. If you've got dirt on people and you want to get revenge, then fucking do it. Reveal all. I don't give a shit. Because I, for the most part, am not a prick. And whatever you release is going to show that. Jeremy, do you hang out with many men? Like, do you have
He tried that with Craig and it backfired dramatically.
real friends?
That logic does have issues, Spydr, because it can be applied to chibi reviews. Exactly. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying when you're saying the snakes. And even with them, Chibi never said everybody in his friend group or in a YouTube sphere is snakes. And with his friend group, he didn't know how they felt about him until after shit would hit the fan. But he's making good friends. I mean, he's making different friends right now. And what up, Notch? What up, homie? I seen him around, was it, I was just watching their asses last night, really. I need more coffee. Mama Akko and Mizu, he's been kicking it with them. He's been in the other circles that I've been around. And behind the scenes, Chibi is moving differently, and he's trying to change his life. Mm-hmm. Yep. Exactly. Yep. He's been in X Street. Yep.
In real life who are men, because what you're doing right now is very female coded. Like, I haven't thought about this shit for fucking months, and all of a sudden you pop back up having a subtle passive aggressive crack at something that was like a moment months ago. It just seems like very womanly behavior, like someone who probably wouldn't get along with men. Like, I tell my mates the truth all the time. It's what blokes do. It's a thing. A disagreement isn't the end of the world. It doesn't mean I want you to die or something. I don't think
nice.
being told
happy to hear you landed safely and you're on your way to your pops.
See, Luke started.
Thank you for stopping by, Notch.
And all of a sudden, miraculously, mysteriously, Luke's off the fucking show.
I respect people's time, and I don't want to bullcrap them. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to tell you stuff that isn't going to come out to be true just because it makes you feel good. Like, a real friend tells you the truth, right?
Right.
Whether you like it or not. All right?
Yeah,
a real friend tells you the hard stuff that you're not wanting to hear. They're going to tell you, put that soda down. You know, they're going to tell you, like, hey, you got to take care of yourself, right? So I prefer those people in my life. If you just want a show just to, like, be entertained and, like, be lied to and told sweet little nothings, I mean, you're also a person that probably believes that strippers really like you too.
Yeah, so I reckon that moment right there is why Luke's gone. I mean, he's gone because of money troubles, but, he had to pick one. And Luke was his least favorite because he told him the truth. And he's not a fucking yes man.
Thank you, bro.
Like
Thank
Melanie
you.
Mack. Like, literally, she's a yes man or a yes woman. All she does is say, that's good, Jeremy.
It was just that one.
Oh, that
day,
audio.
and
Oh.
I think it might have been that I just hadn't eaten anything.
Yeah.
And then I ended up getting anxiety about it, which made it worse. And but other than that, that was over a week ago now. So this week has been good. I survived a bachelor party. I did have a few of the ladies' White Claws.
She's an annoying woman who turns up because you pay her $500 a fucking episode or something. I mean, Luke really hit the nail on the head with the thinking strippers like you thing. It's basically what's going on. Now, there was also this little number about a month ago. I saw a clip on Twitter. I thought, that's fucking me. He's talking about me. I couldn't be fucked responding, but we're here now. Let's do it.
Now, you could talk about certain quote-unquote internet friends that I thought I had over the years that are willing to turn on you for $100.
Jeremy, it wasn't 100.
Yeah, she fell off after Goonergate. As soon as it was looking like Trump was about to be president, what they say, you can't completely trust the right because the right will do what the left wants to do when it comes to about censorship. She was all for beautiful, sexy women. She championed Stellar Blade in other games, and then one little dancing of a fully clothed woman and a person who panned, not the game, it was a person who panned the camera to her butt cheeks, and she goes crazy. And it's like, hold on, wait a minute now. You champion Stellar Blade, you champion Tomb Raider, who has many sexual things about her. She was at one point video game sexiest woman. You championed all that, and then as soon as it looked like the right was starting to take over, yes, we need to keep degeneracy out of video games. And then, hey, Melanie, the Lord says it. Oh, here we fucking go. Here we go. I can't stand people who makes a bad take, and then when they get criticized, they want to throw their religion as a shield. No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to do that.
Bucks, it was.
And that's all Melanie Mac does. Every time she gets criticized, she runs and throw the Bible at people.
$735.79. And you know where that $735.79 went? It didn't go towards a Cybertruck. It didn't go towards like 10 grand worth of kids playing cards. It didn't go towards a $30,000 saltwater aquarium or a fucking dog track or whatever the fuck you flex on your audience. It went into a high growth index fund for my daughter. So in 30 years time when I'm old and feeble and fucked, that $735.79 will be my daughter's 15 odd grand. I mean, that's not a bad couple of hours work if you ask me. But that's besides the point. I didn't make that video to make a profit. I made that video because it should have been made.
Yep.
See, there's no cabal here, Jeremy. There's no conspiracy. There's no...
No, Dunny, you're right. That's actually grifter. She's saying one thing and then switching to another. She actually don't believe what she's spewing out. That is a grifter. And gotta love people that chase views by faking virtue. Yup.
Fuck Jeremy plot. What's happening here is really simple. A
I'll
bunch
be
of
yes
your
man to
peers
Jeremy
called you a prick
episode.
because you were being a prick. And now you're taking passive-aggressive jabs at people like a pussy. I even offered several times to jump on a live stream on your channel and discuss this whole thing. If you're being treated unfairly, if we're all wrong, if this is some sort of conspiracy against you, let's get it out in the open. But you won't do that because you're a... You know what I'm going to say. Pussy! But here's the thing, Jeremy. You don't have to be a pussy. This is a choice you're making. You could confront this whole thing. You could man up and address everything. Being a pussy is not an immutable characteristic. It's just a choice. Just choose not to be a pussy. The offer's still open, by the way. Let's do it.
But most of those people that did that matched the stories about what I heard about them behind the scenes.
Such as?
You know, people that
5
would
episodes
sell
a
you
week.
out
I'll be making more
at your
than I
lowest
make
moment
now.
to
Exactly.
make a single video and profit from it.
Yep.
You could always kind of tell. And I'm not going to name names, but they know who they are.
If you're not gonna name names, stop vague posting. Stop vague posting. That's what you're doing. You want to vague post and passive aggressively call people out. If you're gonna call people out, actually say it.
Wait, so you're telling me that you could always tell that I was like some massive asshole and you just never did anything about it? I think that is pathetic cope. You just don't like being confronted with the truth and now you're all salty about it. You're on your period. If you want to be like internet enemies, Jeremy, that's fine. I got no problem with having internet enemies. It's actually quite profitable. The retarded feminists of like the mid-2010s basically paid off my mortgage. But you know what's really fucking sad, man? At least the retarded feminists had the nutsack to say my name. Anyway, that's about me done. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any comments, leave them down below or at my Twitter. It's at bear_ing. All right, I'll catch you later. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.
All right. That's a good video, and let's see where this goes. Looks like Barron is saying, all right, I'm ready. I'm willing to go tit for tat. Let's see how far you want to go, Jeremy. So let's see how this is. Let me because my YouTube has been snitching on me lately. Okay, I'm safe. All right, Mama Shu has dropped another video, and you know how we gotta do. We gotta do the react. So let's see what's going on.
So the other day, I saw a tweet. I feel like all my videos start out like that. The other day, I saw a tweet that said, Woke One was...
That's a great question, Dutch. Next question.
Crazy. Attached to the infamous photo of Nancy Pelosi.
Oh my God. I was still a Democrat when I seen this. And when I tell you, that was one of the things that made me fall hard to the right, was seeing this virtue signaling fake ass bullshit that these
and a bunch of Democrat politicians kneeling in African costumes.
Yep,
I
were a Democrat.
To honor George Floyd. What a fever dream. There were
George Floyd mentioned. Oh, St. Floyd of the fentanyl. Praise him by his name. Amen.
many similar posts from people talking about how crazy Woke 1 was, or Woke 1.0 as they call it. Leftists talking about what they did wrong during Woke 1.0, how they came off too strongly with things like abolish the police, and how they'll do things differently during Woke 2.0. Yeah. You'll get him next time, champ. And don't get me wrong, 2020 was crazy. At the time, I was a bit preoccupied.
I've never been those allegations.
Bernie Sanders and Tulsi Gabbard elected. I don't want to talk about it, but yes.
Same here, Shu. I don't want to talk about it. And no, I'm not a fan of the government.
From what I remember, 2020 was crazy, but that was not Woke 1.0. Woke 1.0 started long ago. Long ago when being woke was called being an SJW. Back when Anita Sarkeesian was public enemy #1. And I identify as an attack helicopter, believe it or not, was a joke young people told, and not your 65-year-old uncle on Facebook. You see, Woke 1.0 was not George Floyd and COVID masks. No, no. This was Woke 1.0.
Learn what mansplaining is, and then stop doing it.
Thank you, Yannicka. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what? What?
Learn what mansplaining is, and then stop doing it.
Hi, chat. I'm Spydr-Bro, and this is Hell.
Hello and welcome to the Shoe on Head channel. I am your host, Shoe on Head. You may also know me on Reddit as every e-girl combined into one insufferable millennial woman with fetal alcohol syndrome, or perhaps just Asmongold on HRT. As I am filming,
She has a new name every episode. God, let me have the notoriety of this woman one day. That become has been going on HRT, goddamn.
this is the 12th
Takes me
anniversary
back when
of
she
my
was just
first
starting on
video
YouTube, yes.
on this channel. 12 years. 12 years a slave to the algorithm. So in this video, we are going to react to that video as well as a few other old videos of mine. We're gonna see how well or how terrible everything has aged, because let's be real,
her name is Shoe on Head.
a lot of this shit aged like milk. Wait, why is the arrow pointing this way? What the f— We are going to talk about Woke 1.0, the ancient lore of me and my channel, how the Overton window has shifted so far since then, how stupid everything looks back then in comparison to things happening today. I feel like every morning we wake up and we are living through yet another historical event. The news moves so fast. There's pressure to react instantly, to pick a side, to condemn, to support. But the reality is, when a story first breaks, we're not seeing the full picture. And that's why for years now, I have been using today's sponsor, Ground News. So let's quickly give them a shout out before we get into this video.
Sorry, chat, we gotta watch it.
Ground News is a website and an app that lets you see how news stories are being covered all across the political spectrum, from left, right, and center. Every story comes with a quick visual breakdown of the political bias.
It's like Ruin Leon as a white woman. Yeah, Ruin Leon is great. I love that guy.
ownership, and headlines that helps you understand the full story and make sure you're getting both sides. They make it really easy to compare headlines to see how political bias and media ownership can affect the framing of a story. For example, let's check out this story about how Republicans in Congress continue to back Iran war despite the political risk. On the left, you'll see the headlines about this are like, Iran war keeps dashing GOP's midterm hopes. And this is how a right-wing outlet covers the same story. Tucker Carlson claims Israel controls US politics, force Trump into Iran war. Very different focuses here, very different vibes going on here. But my favorite feature of Ground News is definitely the blind spot feature. It shows you news stories that have been covered by one side of the political spectrum and ignored by the other. For example, here is another story about how the Iran war is deeply unpopular with even Trump's voters. 39 sources covered this. 64% were left-wing, and only 14 were right-wing. Right-wing media trying to avoid how even their own fan base are sick of this war. And here's a story about how Ilhan Omar's sister is apparently linked to Minnesota's fraud scandal. 100% of the sources that covered this story are right-wing. No left-wing outlets have covered this story. There are so many examples like this, and Ground News makes it really easy to just lay it all out in the open. I've been using Ground News for years now, and it is one of my favorite apps. Even the Nobel Peace Center recognized Ground News as an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. High praise. Best of all, I am currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan, which is the plan I use to access all their amazing features. To get the 40% off discount, go to ground.news/shoe or use the QR code on screen right here, or click the link in the video description down below to subscribe to their Vantage plan today. Big thank you to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, as always, for not skipping the ad. And now, back to the video.
Oh, she didn't do the joke, so I could have skipped that ad. Damn! Oh, well, I was making coffee anyway. Almost done. Oh, shit. Okay, looks like I might need to clean out my coffee. It's going slow. Come on, coffee machine. I got a show to run. Thank you. Wait. Still getting some drips. Still getting some drips. Oh, God. Hang on, chat. Hang on. Hey, chat, sorry, I got to do a quick 5-minute. I got to move my car. Management just came. I think they trying to repaint the parking spot, so I need to move my car real quick, or the tow man gonna get me, and I ain't trying to pay that bill again. Give me about roughly 5 minutes. Should I do what you know what? Let me do what Naenis does. Let's find a good police cam video right quick. Let's see. Oh, this one looks good. All right. Give y'all the full screen. I'll be back.
Officers from multiple departments are desperately searching for a 19-year-old who is inside this car after he fled on foot following a violent police confrontation. But what they don't yet realize is that he is just as determined to escape as they are to catch him.
Captain 4-3, here's the lead song. Anyway, you want to get the bridge.
It's around 9:20 a.m. on Saturday, March 16th, 2024, and these Roscoe police officers in Illinois are rushing out of the station and into their squad cars to urgently locate 19-year-old Ray Castro after he fled on foot during a traffic stop. But what they don't know is that this is only the beginning of a much bigger chaos than the one Ray has already caused.
Same ones in route downtown. Ray Hill, Ray Castro, 1078 shots fired.
This was not just a desperate moment where Ray suddenly bolted from the officers. Around 9:10 a.m. that morning, South Beloit Police Detective Reed pulled over a red Saturn Outlook SUV for speeding on Illinois Route 251. The driver was a 17-year-old girl, while Ray sat in the front passenger seat in a ski mask. Although the girl handed over her driver's license, Ray gave the officer a fake name, but the officer quickly uncovered his real identity and discovered he had 2 violent felony warrants against him, prompting him to call for backup.
Black hair, gray pants,
Copy. All units, 1078 is going to be a shot fired at the male Hispanic running eastbound by the name of Ray Castro, male Hispanic, black hair, right hand. Units is 1078 now with shots fired.
lead medical route. Ray Hill. 1 second. Female, gunshot wound.
Copy. Getting medical started for a female with a gunshot wound. Any officers injured?
No officers injured.
When backup officers arrived, the officer asked Ray to step out of the SUV, but he immediately began resisting violently. Police already knew the young girl from previous contacts and were aware she was in a relationship with Ray. When the officer opened the passenger door to handcuff him, Ray started wrestling with the officer and physically pulled him partially inside the SUV. As the officer attempted to turn off the ignition, Ray overpowered him, restarted the vehicle, and ordered his girlfriend to step on it. By this point, the 17-year-old girl had already called her mother, who was listening on speakerphone. As both her mother and another officer repeatedly warned her, yelling, "Don't do it," the panicked teen followed Ray's command and slammed on the gas pedal while Detective Reed was still trapped and pinned underneath Ray inside the moving vehicle. The girl also struck another officer with the SUV, though he managed to avoid being run over. Fearing for his life, Detective Reed then fired his service weapon, striking the girl in the right leg as the SUV sped across the highway before crashing into a ditch. But while officers rushed to assist the injured girl and secure the crash scene, Ray managed to break free, evade a taser deployment, and flee on foot toward the nearby Mactown Lodge. As the girl's parents rushed to the hospital near the crash site, radio traffic captured conversations between dispatchers and hospital staff regarding the unfolding incident.
Hi, this is Tabitha at the Beloit Hospital Emergency Room. I'm help a family locate their 17-year-old daughter who was just involved in a shooting. Our officers said that Winnebago handled the call, so family's here at our hospital, though, and we don't have the patient. Are you guys able to tell us where she was transported?
Do you have her name? If one of the family members and a phone number, we'll have to...
Yeah, it's mom and dad's here. Do you want me to just get their name and number? Do you want to talk to them?
Yeah. I can't tell them over the phone. We'll have to have an officer contact them.
So the officer has to call them? Okay.
Yeah.
The girl was arrested and eventually transported to Rockford Hospital for treatment of her gunshot wound. But if Detective Reed and the rest of the South Beloit police officers believed they were about to corner Ray near the Mactown Lodge, they were badly mistaken, because Ray already had plans of his own. After escaping from the crash scene, Ray walked into the Mactown Lodge and held a 78-year-old man at knife point while he was cleaning the bar. Ray demanded the man's keys before fleeing in a stolen maroon 2004 Chevrolet Trailblazer.
It's going to be Mactown Lounge. 10-4. If we could have a deputy en route, the carjacking occurred here. I've got the victim here.
By now, officers know that Ray is unpredictable, perhaps armed, dangerous, and desperate to escape. And as Beloit police officers join the pursuit to assist with regional containment, they still have no idea that this chase is far from over.
1720 after a third round. Is there a unit still playing on foot with the suspect that's armed? If I have no idea the direction of travel.
He went eastbound. Not sure if he's armed or not.
You want us to set up
That's a really bad idea.
All units around the meter set up a perimeter. Unnoticed suspects armed at this time. We're going to search perimeter. Where do you need them?
But for Detective Reed, the officer that Ray had trapped inside the SUV, this entire ordeal was nothing
All
short
right, chat,
of
what I
déjà
missed?
vu. Back on July 22nd.
Sorry about that. They repainted the parking lot in my on my side of the apartment complex, and it was like, yeah, the toll man is coming, so you might want to move your car. Oh hell no, I ain't paying that $336.95 again. Hell no, hell no. All right, thank you. Let's see.
I use to access all their amazing features. To get the 40% off discount, go to ground.news/shoe or use the QR code on screen right here, or click the link in the video description down below to subscribe to their Vantage plan today. Big thank you to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, as always, for not skipping the ad. And now, back to the video. One of the most funny and endearing things that have been happening lately is people will discover my channel and then they'll make reaction videos to my videos, and they'll title them things like, "Shoe on Head is done with the left. Shoe on Head is finally waking up." And it's like, I've been woken up. Do not cite the anti-woke magic to me, Nuxtaku. I was there when it was written. Before your girl was...
Uh-oh. So, Shoe on Head was promised to us 5,000 years ago before the blue Jew that was promised to us 3,000 years ago. And Nux, we're still waiting on our dinosaurs, homie. Where the fuck are they?
Kami mommy. For better or worse, I was one of the founding fathers of anti-woke content on the internet. I saw this one tweet that was like, "The idea there was a woke one is the most jarring to America's moment I've ever had." Really, bitch? I mean, I get it. I would pretend it never happened too. It was very embarrassing, but really, bitch? I was there when Bernie Sanders was talking about unions and has microphones snatched by Black Lives Matter. That was basically the birth of my entire political worldview. You can't pretend that shit never happened. It was
Yeah, that was crazy. They walked up on stage, I said stage and straight snatched their shit and made it all about them. Not black people, black women. How does these problems affect Black Lives Matter? But more importantly, black women, the most disrespected group in American history.
There when a grown-ass scientist was harassed and brought to tears for daring to wear a shirt with cartoon pinup girls on it. We need Nuremberg trials for all the 2010s. You should legally be forced to wear some kind of patch on you in public to identify you as a woke 1.0 freak. When I saw that tweet, I literally had to stop writing my other video to make this one. Because I was like, okay, I'm not gonna let these people rewrite history. We're not gonna let you write the history books, okay? Who do you think you are? Ghislaine Maxwell's father? So I'm going to be talking...
Damn. Damn. She is going in this video. Oh, shit. Spydr and Fairness, yes, June was around during 1.0, but June did simp for social stuff after she broke up with... oh, okay. Oh, wait. Wrong? Uh-oh. I forgot I switched to this one, and I need to fix this screen. Okay.
about 4 different videos here.
See, all the more reason the woman's politics is based on who she's dating, but I think Shu is pretty much locked in, so God forbid if she gets a divorce from her husband, knock on wood, God forbid, I think even with her new husband, if her new husband has to, which I don't think that will work because how her mindset is, but let's just say in a alternate universe, she gets with a radical leftist. I think her mindset would stay the same. She wouldn't move. Honestly, we're giving people credit for waking up when the most common sense black people were already here. Exactly. I remember when woke was being called woke was actually the term waking up. Now we have to switch from woke to waking up. Woke used to be what waking up is now. Now woke is just woke dumb shit.
Oppression Olympics, Social Justice League vs. Gamers, Average is Beautiful, and Questions for Men answered by Women. I'm not going to be showing the full videos because this video would be 4 hours long, so if you want to watch the
boyfriend
full
was pretty
videos,
gay in
the
this
links
stuff, bro.
will be in the description. Thank you. I love you. Bye-bye.
What the male organ can do for females and what the female organ can do for males. That's all I'm going to say on that. Even when she was more lefty, I still found her funny, but her ex always sounded like I'm smarter than and better than you type. Oh, yeah. I hate those type of people. Oh, but nope, I hate them, but I do love them when it comes to, like, buddy, you know you fucking up with me. Chat. Let me tell you something. You know you're fucking up with me if I ever have to say these words to you. Don't make me prove that I'm smarter than you. If I ever have to say that to you, you're fucking up, and that's your cue to back down. Which I was a fan of Armored Skeptic. He did make funny vids, but with you being religious, you're gonna hate him. No, I don't think so. I don't think so on that point. But I mean, I can't speak for Dutch, so let's go.
Hi. So, Oppression Olympics was my first cultural, political video, uploaded July of 2014. 12 years ago. How old were you guys 12 years ago? I am like 60 years old in internet years, like 204 years old in e-girl years. If you have been here, if you have been with me for that long, you deserve like some kind of reparations or something. Like, you have seen some All right. I am about to watch it. I am so scared. I haven't watched this in years.
Hey there, pretty lady. Do you wear heels? Do you wear makeup? Do you want to go on a diet and get thin? Don't do any of those things. Hey, I'm a feminist. That's right, a feminist in 2000.
Holy fucking shit. 2014 shoe is, oh my god. Oh my god.
14 America.
Can my voice even do that anymore? 2014 America! Oh. I can. Okay, never mind. Pretend I didn't do that. Alright, let's go.
Nope, caught in 4K. Clipping and shipping, boys.
What does that mean? That means I want you to stoop down to my level. And that means don't go on a diet, don't wear heels, don't do makeup, don't do your hair, don't try to look pretty. I get catcalls all the time and
I was 23 too. I was 23, 24, X-Hawk.
hate it. I just love vlogging about it though, and I love blogging about it on my Tumblr. And shaving? Forget
Oh god,
shaving.
Tumblr. Oh!
Don't shave. This video game character is dressed too sexily. I don't like it. Change it. I'm dressed too sexily and you don't like it? Stop oppressing me. Did you guys know that rape is bad? Rape is bad. Does anybody know this? Rape is bad. And if you're not a feminist, you're pro-rape.
On God, that's how these people act. On God. She captured their asses perfectly. All this virtue signaling bullshit.
Oh good, it's over.
Okay, fuck, she's back. Feminism in 2014 America is completely pointless.
She
it's
looks
just
like
a
Boxy.
label that people are putting on themselves to feel special because.
Why do I sound so cute?
It's just a label people are putting
Putting on themselves like, aw, someone protect her. She doesn't know how bad it's gonna get.
It's the special snowflake oppression Olympics. Everyone is in this big race to be the most progressive and the most open-minded and the most oppressed. It is the strangest thing I have ever seen, and it's like infesting like the internet, and it's starting to seep out into the real world. And like I really don't like it.
So a little lore behind this video before
You can tell the difference between shoe,
Like I really
not jaded, not jaded shoe
I really don't like it.
So a little
versus jaded shoe. Oh my god. Oh my god, I would hate to see 23-year-old Spydr-Bro. How less jaded he was. Oh my god. Ugh.
little lore behind
Man,
this
I got a dip. All right, Notch, man, thank you for coming through, bro. And like I said, hope you have a great time with your father. Wish him happy birthday, and I'll catch you next time, homie. Thank you, bro. You have a good time with your pops.
video before we continue. First of all, Obama was president. Okay, this was before
Thanks,
the
Obama.
Trump era. In fact, this was like months before Gamergate even popped off. This is ancient. Some of you don't even remember a time before Trump. Like, Trump is your normal. You don't
Nope, I remember it. My president is black. My Lambo is blue.
remember what the political and cultural landscape was like before Trump. That is like crazy to me. Anyway, at this time I was like 23, 24, working at a makeup counter in the mall, and I noticed all the people around me were changing. Their personalities were shifting. They were becoming like very unfunny and like
Dutch, that's all of us. You want to know how you want to know the true origin story of Spydr-Bro? Which was my very first video that popped off on Twitter. It had got 3,000 views. You do not want to know what that video is.
offended at everything. It was very weird. One example that sticks out in my mind for some reason was my friend screamed in my other friend's ear. My friend was like, "Ah, you're gonna make me go deaf." And then my other friend was like, "That's not funny. My brother's half deaf." I don't know why that one sticks out, but like that was a pivotal moment where I was like, what the fuck is going on? Also, we later found out that her brother was in fact not half deaf, but anyway, the only thing I traced it back to was they all used the same website.
This video is mostly about
Tumblr. Oh God!
Oh God! No, God, please, no!
If I can go back in time, I will become CEO of Tumblr, and I wouldn't get rid of the porn. Tumblr getting rid of the porn was the biggest mistake in American history, because them getting rid of porn unleashed these bastards. They was all contained. Tumblr was ground zero. They was all contained in one little area, and then they got rid of porn, and look where we at now.
No! No! No!
Oh my God, is that Big Red? Oh my God, just blast from the past with his face here. This woman.
You know, well, Dutch might be agreeing with me for a different reason, but you know times is fucked up, and me and Dutch can agree on porn. I thought you were bitten by a radioactive spider. Not yet. It's still being used. You would make it on X. Thank you. Now, I should have had, back when I was that age, I should have had, which my brother and it was another person that told me to, do YouTube and stuff like that. I didn't think I had what it takes to make it, so I never did it. And that video actually what got me started on actually making content. Same with Vine. Yep. The not safe for work stuff on Tumblr was containing the cringe and degeneracy to the dark side of the internet that was hidden. Yep. If you do that, Spider, you will lose Amalgamite. Amalgamite. Amalgamite is cool and all, but that might have to be a sacrifice worth making. Don't worry. I'll make sure Amalgamite is married to a nice gentleman and have plenty of children.
Should get some kind of like compensation for being on so many YouTubers' thumbnails. She was the face of the triggered feminist SJW for years.
Number one, shut the f up for a second. Now, if you would shut the f up for the 50th billionth time.
And then it was this other person.
God.
Where are these people nowadays? I wonder what they're up to.
Tumblr is the reason there is just this outbreak and infestation of SJWs, ruining my internets and ruining my real life and just sucking the sense of humor out of so many people I know.
Tumblr was very popular back then, but
No, at that time, when I was 23, nope, I was living in. No, did I move back in with my mom when I was 23? Oh shit, I think I did move back in my. Yeah, so being bit by a hood rat, it might be possible.
there was like some dark evil energy coming from it, and I sensed it. And at the time, that is where
Never
I thought
was on
all
Tumblr,
this
thank God.
woke SJW shit was coming from.
I popped
Little
in
did I know,
Tumblr
like,
every
a
now
lot of
and
these
then, but I
people
never
on
saw this
Tumblr
shit.
were college kids. All this like rape culture, white supremacist bullshit was coming from the college classroom. And at the time I didn't know. I was just a humble makeup salesman, so I was really confused and I felt like I was going crazy. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to boot up the Shoe on Head channel. I'm gonna vent and make a video. Nobody's gonna fucking see it. I don't care. As far as I knew, there was no other videos online talking about this subject, so I just filmed it, edited it, uploaded it,
What up,
and
Carion?
left. Like, I didn't check the comment section, and I didn't even know that Thunderfoot, a YouTuber, shared my video, and that's how it originally blew up. And from there, I found out, oh, there's more people who agree with me. I found like Sargon of Akkad and like the Honey Badgers. It was crazy to feel like, oh, I'm not going insane.
I never heard of the honey badgers, but Sargon of Akkad, I've heard about him.
Insane. Things are changing.
They're all in this big competition to see who could be the most progressive and the most tolerant, at the same time being the most annoying and the most intolerant people that I've ever met in my life. It is just a big, it's the oppression Olympics. Labeling yourself as a feminist, stop it. It is not a movement anymore. You do not need it. Nobody needs it. You have every single right that every guy has now. Like most feminists on the internet just hate men.
Now, if you can believe it, and this might be hard to believe while watching this video, this was transgressive back in the day. This was like crazy to hear online back.
Yes, those words would have got you nuked to oblivion and canceled. You wouldn't be able to post any YouTube video, and you wouldn't be able to work for even fucking McDonald's making takes like that. Shoe survived.
Then, especially coming from a woman, we're saying things like, oh, feminism is doo-doo, and like obvious ass shit. Like, people have a victim complex these days. That was like sacrilegious. And now it's like nothing. Now it's like wallpaper. Everyone thinks that. Every day there's like a
Love him or hate him, thank God for Elon Musk buying X. Love him or hate him, thank God for that asshole buying X.
new racist e-girl popping up and saying the N-word and then falling off a week later. Like, if this video came out today, it would get like no views because it's the most basic shit ever. This video almost got me fired from my job, you know? Like, they found out where I worked, they called my boss, they were like,
oh, they did try to cancel her. Shit, damn. The new update sucks. Yeah. Look. look. There's a big W's, but it is getting a lot of L's. It was a big W, but it is getting a lot of L's.
she hates women, like all this stuff. When it first blew up, most of the comments were negative. It was just a bunch of angry women being like, you're a handmaiden of the patriarchy. Like, this was before the term pick-me existed. Handmaiden of the patriarchy. That goes kind of hard. Can we bring that back? Okay, so that was the first video. Let's watch another one, shall we? This is called Social Justice League vs. Gamers.
You may or may not have noticed, I've been fully immersed in this whole Gamergate thing since it started like 2 months ago.
Gamergate was 2 months ago? Oh my god. For those of you who don't know what Gamergate was, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's not important. So
it is important because that's why we got Halo Combat Evolved, the remake, and why they had to sneak in a girl boss, of course, looked like a man. Thing in. That's why we have Halo Combat Evolved. It's because of Gamergate 1. And what was that horror name? Anita Sarkeesian? Yeah. That was Gamergate 1.
some woman allegedly slept with someone and now
Allegedly. Damn. Yeah. For legal reasons, I too have to say allegedly. Campaign involved. This vid, if it was about Gamergate, it would be 2014. Yup.
oh, the Strait of Hormuz is closed. Things happened in between that, but that's basically the gist of it. Editing shoe here. I decided to actually put in a brief explanation.
Yep, right there. That was Gamergate. And for the longest, I did not know who this girl was until, I want to say, 2017. That's how far out of the loop I was, because I was a Democrat back then. Yeah.
explanation because genuinely a lot of you might not know. Gamergate kicked off.
Has it truly ended though? It at one point it did, but then it fired right back up.
Off when game devs and game journalists were accused of sleeping with each other for better game
Hey,
reviews.
Neon, how you doing?
Journalists then coordinated anti-gamer hit pieces, all coming out around the exact same day, saying things like gamers are dead and focusing on how sexist and white and male gaming spaces were. It was a mess.
This bitch right here. This bitch.
That went on for like 3 years, arguably longer, and many people cited
It was both. Allegedly both.
it as one of the first major culture wars online. People went to the UN to talk about sexism in gaming. There was even a law in
These bitches are the main reason why games and movies suck. And you can't say the different colored hair started in 2018 or 2020. They been doing this shit. No, she ain't got the septum ring, but the lip ring, I don't know, gauges are pretty cool. But yeah. Zoe, so it wasn't Anita. So it was Zoe Quinn. Okay. Allegedly.
an Order episode about evil sexist gamers.
These guys, they just can't stand women in gaming.
What did they do to you?
They leveled up.
Also, Logan Paul was in that episode for some.
Wait, what the fuck? Holy shit, that was the beginning of Logan Paul. Oh my god, Vine did contain him. Oh my god. Oh god.
Reason? It was a weird time. Anyway.
Seeing good friends of mine get labeled as misogynists.
I need to switch to my VTuber model, because if y'all can see my face reaction right now, oh my god. Oh my god. Tumblr. Okay, so when I go back in time, I'm not getting rid of Vine, and I'm keeping porn on Tumblr. And see, no. Don't go after any chick with any piercings that aren't just normal piercings, even plugs. There's an exorcist, even a lot of, but still statistically not worth the risk. Yeah, yes. And the colored hair too? Absolutely not. Yes.
Sexist, racist, only for enjoying video games and seeing through this very obvious agenda pushing. 100% no. I honestly could not imagine being so deluded that you actually make yourself believe that all gamers are white, cis.
Why did Vine go away to begin with? Did it get bought out or something like that? I don't remember why. I just know it used to be owned by something. Did Twitter own Vine? And then they shut it down for whatever reason? They weren't making money? Oh, okay. If I go back in time, I'm changing so many things. I'm changing a lot too.
Males who are worse than ISIS. I'm not even mad. I'm actually like impressed that these people have the ability. They're like champions of mental gymnastics of the oppression Olympics.
SJW logic and facts. Oh my god.
Coming in like, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like this. This character doesn't look like me. She's not frumpy and below average. It makes me insecure. Change it. Change this. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't even play that, but I don't like it.
Logic and facts. Oh my god.
Coming in like
actual video of gaming studios, actual video of these feminists going into these gaming studios. This is actual video of them.
I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like this. This character doesn't look like me. She's not frumpy and below average.
That's how we got Mary Jane in Spider-Woke. That's how we got Mary Jane. Because I'm not calling it Spider-Man 2. I'm calling it Spider-Woke.
It makes me insecure. Change it. Change this. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't even play that, but I don't like it. There could be a fucking black, Mexican, Chinese, demisexual, lesbian, feminist, otherkin in a wheelchair with no legs and shit. And these crybabies.
Oh my god! She predicted the future. Oh my god! She predicted the fucking future. Oh my God. How? Fucking Shu is a prophet. Yep. Shu was promised to us 5,000 years ago before the Blue Jew. Sorry, Nux. Shu beat you. She beat you.
Still not be happy.
Oh my god, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. They still do this shit. They still invade nerdy male spaces and force them to cater to them. They're still purposely making female characters like ugly and frumpy. You still can't pander to them because they'll never be happy.
Take a look at this.
It's a frightening and disgusting trend in the world of online gaming. Hackers rewriting code to simulate sexual assault.
Her and Drunk together.
Stopped
Kinda made
playing
the same
online
joke.
over a year ago because of.
Oh my God, EB Games. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm having such a nostalgia. Oh my God. I know this video is about bad shit, but oh my God.
What she calls a misogynistic mentality that already exists in the world of gaming.
See?
She calls a misogynistic mentality that.
The reason why I worry about Grand Theft Auto 6, because, yeah, this is blurred out, but we're not getting this in Grand Theft Auto 6. We're not getting shit like this in Grand Theft Auto 6. My jaw was on the floor when I saw this. I'm like, holy fucking shit, they actually did that. Oh my fucking God. And, hang on, sorry. I gotta kill my robot. Yes, I'm robophobic. But there are some good clankers, like Nova. She's a good clanker. And I'm making more coffee. But yeah, this is what I worry about when it comes to the movie. Idiocracy was a documentary. Yes, it was. But this is one of the reasons why I'm worried about Grand Theft Auto 6. Is it gonna have edgy jokes? Yeah, sure. But it ain't gonna have this shit. It is not gonna have this shit. My jaw was on the fucking floor when I seen this shit. The EB Game chick was not a gamer. She should shut the fuck up about a hobby that she don't take no part of. Yeah, but the boyfriend she likes is a gamer. A lot of these feminist chicks complain about the dudes that they still jumping in the bed with because they're not gonna go for the only time these type of feminist chicks.
Hackers rewriting code to simulate sexual assault.
Sam Meg.
The only time these and are we sure this is a chick? Are we sure this is a chick? The only time these type of chicks go to the quote unquote safe man or the man they want is when they're in their mid-30s, they dried up, and the phone stopped ringing. Then they go for Mr. Safe. But until then, the dude that they actually like, the dude that they actually jump in the bed with, are gamers.
Stopped playing online over a year ago because of what she calls a misogynistic mentality that already exists in the.
So why do you want to participate? If there's something that you hate, why the fuck do you want to participate in that? Why do you want it to change? If it's something you don't like, why? There's plenty of stuff that goes on that I don't like. I'm not crying to have it change. I'm just not going to participate in it.
World of gaming. The graphics are so good, this attack is eerily realistic. Eerily realistic.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sex? I've been doing it wrong? God damn!
Oh my god, I forgot all about the traffic cone. My dad literally stole that traffic cone off the street from me. I was like, Dad, I need a traffic cone for this video I'm doing. He like took it off the street and he's like, here you go. He didn't even like ask what it was for. I was just like, thanks. Like,
W father. W. GTA 6 would be safe, edgy, not like Rockstars of the years past that used to actually be edgy. The same thing happened to Midway, NetherRealm Studios, makers of Mortal Kombat. Yes, GTA as a series has not been good since San Andreas. Changed my mind. Oh, but GTA 5 was great. GTA 5 was great. GTA Online, debatable. Or Tyrone.
it's good to have a supportive father in your life. So this one is called Average is Beautiful.
Race together? Wow, how progressive!
Oh my god,
was cool.
Race Together. I forgot all about this. In 2014, Starbucks did this thing called Race Together, where I shit you not, they made baristas write hashtag Race Together on the cups to encourage discussion about race relations with customers.
I'm saying, he been eyeing that traffic cone for a minute, and when daughter Shu at the time, because it's she's not Mama Shu at that time, she's still daughter Shu. When daughter Shu said, "Hey pops, you think you can give me a traffic cone?" He's like, "Yes."
Oh yeah, let's get rid of race relation tension by just making awkward conversation about race at Starbucks. Why?
They were forcing 18-year-old kids to have awkward-ass discussions with strangers about race. Yeah, can I get a tall cappuccino? Ah, yes, hello. I see you are a person of color. What the f*** were they smoking back then?
No, they didn't say person of color back then. They said, what was it? Damn, what did they say? They didn't say people of color or person of color. Fuck, what was the word? Hopefully somebody in chat can remember. It wasn't people of color. Not yet. Well, I need to go. It was fun. All right, Yannicka, thank you for coming through, brother. I hope you have a good day, man. Catch you next time. I don't remember this. I don't remember none of this. I don't. I'm in a server with a few thousand people, and there are lots of leftists in there. But so far, the few I've gamed with have been normal lefties. If you can call lefties normal these days. No, there's still normal lefties. Shu is a leftist. Asmongold is a leftist. Tim Pool is a leftist. Mama Nyanis is a leftist. They're still normal. Unfortunately, they're willing to concede some points and agree with the right. And when it comes to these radical like Hassan and all that stuff, that can't happen. Look what happened to Ethan Clyde. He agreed with Palestine. He agreed with Israel bad and all that stuff. The only thing he said was, hey, let's not get these civilians involved when it comes to, both sides, with both Israel and, Gaza and Palestine, let's not have innocent civilians get hurt. That got him on the right. That got him pushed to the right. Just one. BIPOC, I don't think BIPOC even then... because I mainly started hearing BIPOC roughly a few years ago. That's when I started hearing BIPOC. But you might be right, Donnie. You might be right on that one.
I just imagine some black lady, on her way to work, walks into Starbucks, oh, can I have a latte, please? And the barista just I see you are a woman of color.
Oh my god. I made the same fucking joke. I didn't even remember. That's I did it again. Wow, it's almost
yeah, Gundam. It's a Gundam. Gundo, yeah.
Like we have the same brain or something.
Listen to social justice. You can invade
minority or marginalized. Yes. Thank you, Lucidator. Minority or marginalized. That's what they used to say. Marginalized groups. Minority or the marginalized groups. That's what they used to say. Shu is a commie. Commies are not normal, dude. Shu is the good commie, okay? And there's always one exception. Shu is that one exception.
Video games all you want. You can do whatever you want to comics. But don't touch my Disney. I will send the hounds on you.
Oh god. Nobody tell her. Nobody tell her. Weird. This one is called internalized misogyny.
If you're a woman capable of individual thought, you've probably had the term internalized misogyny thrown at you a few times. So, what is it exactly?
Wait, women of minority.
Misogyny thrown at you. If you're a woman capable of individual thought, you've probably had the term internalized misogyny thrown at you a few times.
I heard that wrong. Okay.
So, what is it exactly? Fucking retarded. The end. There are so many stupid feminist rebuttals, but I think internalized misogyny has to be my top favorite. Right after she's doing it for male attention and she'll learn when she's older. She'll learn when she's older, as if one day it's just gonna be
Happy birthday to you.
Holy shit! Manspreading is an issue!
I am literally older now than I was meant to be in that skit about the future. And I did not, in fact, learn when I got older. I got worse.
These people have an excuse and a buzzword for everything. Racist, sexist, MRA, Hey, right-wing, conservative, privileged.
Oh my god, MRA. I forgot about MRAs. Oh my god. MRAs were men's rights activists. And before people were getting called like incel online for criticizing women or supporting men, they were being called MRA. Yes, it was considered a insult back then to care about men's rights. This was before the modern red pill. This was before Andrew Tate, Clavicular, Fresh and Fit. We had like Roosh V.
For the longest. The fuck's a Roosh V? I guess this is Roosh V. What the hell is this? Moist Critical. This guy looked like Moist Critical before he grew out his hair, or he never grew out his hair. He just finally hit his growth spurt and gotten taller. Holy fucking shit! Oh my god, I am getting blast. I am getting blast from the past right now. Oh my fucking god. Carry on. I'm a centrist, but I lean right more. I used to be a lefty when I was in high school and college. By the time college ended, I was dead centrist. The last 5 years, I've become more right. I respect your opinion, Spydr, but her soft-wanting Marxist policies give oxygen to the far left. That's fair. The more exceptions when it comes to commies and socialists do. Come on! This shoe! Come on, chat. I'm dead center, but I can't stand this stream. Yeah, I remember MRA. I don't even remember that. Yeah, I said it, like I said, stand by it. Roosh V was basically a part of the pickup artist. Not Rosh. Not the horse lover. Not the horse lover. Moist if he wasn't a fence sitter. Yo, Kyrie. Now I'm just reading it. Like I said, he looked like Moist Critical. Had Moist finally hit a growth spurt.
Time I wanted to do a post on how to approach girls that are ordering a drink at the bar. So what I did is I went to the toy store and I bought some dolls. These two are the cute girls who you want to have sex with.
That was our Andrew Tate back then.
Oh, Roush. Oh, not Roush V, not Vosh. Oh, okay, two different dudes. Okay.
Hey, right-wing, conservative, privileged. They do this to move the goalposts, so then you're like, oh wait, I'm not an MRA. This is why I'm not an MRA.
Oh, that's
the
guy on screen. Oh.
Like, I didn't know this at the time. I was naive and stupid, but you don't fight back. You don't go like, oh no, I'm not right-wing. I voted for Bernie. I have a gay friend. Like, no. Shut up. No. You just have to go, okay, and even if you're not, because literally all they have is the ists and the isms. Defending yourself.
Yep, it's on them to prove the allegation, not you. So when they call you all that dumb stuff, okay, cool. What have I done? What have I done? And that's how you shut most of them the fuck up.
From their thought-terminating buzzwords is just, it's useless.
Unless you're Brian Shapiro will come up with a mountain of bullshit. That guy, he won't shut up. So if it's anybody other than Brian Shapiro, you'll be alright.
It's a waste of time. I wish I knew that back then. So this is my most viewed video ever. 10 million views.
Holy fucking shit. She looks like, what's that, okay, what's that Bernie, oh my god, okay, Boomer. She looks like her. Oh, in this video. Oh my god. Oh, no. What's that other girl? The one that sold the bath water. He's beyond irrelevant. Okay.
Demonetized. Haven't seen it.
No, Ben Shapiro. No, not Ben Shapiro. Even though Ben Shapiro is he fell and smooth the fuck up. No, Brian Shapiro.
Single cent from that video. Awesome. Anyway.
So we all know BuzzFeed is
Belle
the internet
Delphine,
equivalent of
yeah.
ass cancer. We know
This is the Belle Delphine phase right here.
this, and I'm pretty sure the website is a government experiment created to test my patience.
Is that a Mr. Meeksy shirt? Oh my god, dude. Back when Rick and Morty was funny.
They're known for hits like, let's get fat women to do poses only fit gymnasts can do, being a woman is hard because compliments, and damage control, the video. So without further ado, I present to you 36 questions feminists have for men.
They were just pumping out videos like this constantly.
Every
week.
I remember watching those videos. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Another mass-produced, corpo-slop, anti-man, anti-white video.
So when you see the word white, what comes to mind?
Privilege.
I think power.
We can never let this happen again. I don't care if Trump
Yes. Oh God, please let's not let this happen again. Oh my fucking God.
blows up the world, okay? They can make Israel a 51st state. As
Yeah,
long
spell
as I
that
never
thing.
have to hear
Hey, fellow white guys.
ever again.
Oh my God, I just cringed so fucking hard. Oh my God. Oh. Women, to the 2, maybe 3 females that's watching my stream,
A 51st state. As long as I never have to hear
Hey, fellow.
to the 2, maybe 3 females watching my stream, these niggas are the ones that's worse than Andrew Tate and Fresh and Fit. Male feminists. These are the snakes to watch out for. Not Andrew Tate, not Fresh and Fit, not whatever the red pill, whatever. These guys. These are the worst guys. I promise you. These niggas. Watch out for them.
White guys.
ever again.
How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
How does it feel to be the same sex as someone I personally politically disagree with? The man is literally Satan to these people. Like, they could have said Hitler. And they basically meant Hitler. Trump is their Hitler.
What's the difference, Dutch?
It's very trendy to hate Trump right now.
Oh wow.
I'm pretty left-leaning, but I've been called a Trump supporter like 6 times in the past few months.
6 times. 6 times. Oh, you poor baby. Try 6,000. At the time, the anti-woke, anti-SJW genre was mostly full of liberals. It was mostly liberals criticizing, all of this stuff, all of this woke behavior.
Poor
we all
sweet
saw
summer
this as
child.
not real liberalism. This isn't the real left. The real left cares about, real equality and workers' rights and blah, 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 blah. We wanted to call our side out.
I know, but male feminists. Let me shut up before I end up getting nuked on Twitter. Let me shut the fuck up.
Obviously, that didn't work, but we tried.
Why do you have to sit with your legs so wide?
Oh, I remember this bitch. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh God. I remember this video. Oh my God.
Wide open.
Men have balls.
Oh my god, manspreading. One of the top issues people would talk about nonstop back then was men sitting with their legs slightly open on public transportation. It was seen as some patriarchal statement of power or some shit. Every week we had to hear about manspreading.
Manspreading is when a man spreads his physical body to take up as much space as humanly possible.
What happened to all these little pet issues they were all upset about? I guess people can't afford houses.
It always escalates. It always escalates. It starts off small, and when you get these small little W's, it always escalates. It always escalates.
Now, right? They can't find jobs. I don't think they have energy to talk about the f***ing pink tax.
No, they do find jobs. They work at Starbucks baristas, and they work as a Starbucks barista, and now they want Starbucks to pay them $30 for simply making coffee, the same coffee that my goddamn Keurig just made. Speaking of, chat. They want $30 just to do what I just did. They want $30 to essentially pull coffee from the machine, add cream and sugar, and still spell my name wrong. Oh, somebody got automatic? Oh, I guess I gotta, how do I restore this one? Can I restore this? I guess I gotta turn it off. Cause Autobot said it's hate. And it's not. No, I'm gonna read it. Not all gay people are else out there. You know what I mean? Why did it automatic that? It popped up on my. That's what it automated. Oh, it popped up on my Streamlabs, but it automated on Kick. Okay. But it says not all gay people are the baguette, Spydr, and you and I, and you know what I mean by that. Yeah, I know. I'm just when it comes to male feminists, it's
Axe or man spreading or whatever.
Why are straight guys so obsessed with lesbians?
Wow, this chocolate bar sure is good. But you know what would make it better? Wow, another chocolate bar. 2 of a
exactly.
thing I like together.
People still come to my channel to this day and leave comments on my videos like, "Are you the chocolate bar girl?" My legacy.
Why do I deserve to be paid less than you?
The wage gap is simply the average earnings of men and women working full-time. It does not count for different job positions, hours worked, or different jobs. It has nothing to do with the same job. It has nothing to do with discrimination.
Yes.
So the reason I have a button that debunks the wage gap is because back in the day you could not escape hearing about the fucking fake ass 77-cent wage gap bullshit. I don't think you hear about the wage gap anymore because young women are starting to out-earn young men. So that's a little...
You notice they stopped complaining about that, huh? Oh, when the men was out earning the women, that was a problem. Now that the women out earn the men, that's not a problem.
Awkward.
Why are women perceived as the weaker sex?
Because on average, we are. It's a fact. Trigger warning. Facts.
Libs owned. Trigger warning. Facts. Okay, Ben Shapiro, calm down. I thought that was such a mic drop.
Are you intimidated by a woman who makes more money than you?
No, we're not. You are insufferable. We are not intimidated by women that makes more money than us. Because at the end of the day, if we're gonna date a woman, at the end of the day, it's gonna default to us. We're not intimidated by a woman that makes more money than us. You guys are fucking insufferable. That's what it is. Oh.
That's awesome. More money.
So when
Case proven right there. Case in point right fucking there. Trigger warnings were more insufferable back in the day. Trigger warning. I mean, but you had to say it because these people, my triggers, this is my trigger, that's my trigger, this is my trigger. My trigger is the trigger. The word trigger is my trigger. Ah.
women make less, it's called the wage gap. But when men make less, it's just more money. Sorry, I'm like responding to the old video instead of my video. I forget how stupid these talking points were, dude. And sorry, I'm just watching these videos. I'm thinking about all the fucking people on Reddit who are like, Shoe on Head sent me down the alt-right pipeline. Really? This is what did it? How the fuck is it my responsibility if you watch milquetoast ass shit like this and start goose stepping? I went down the alt-right pipeline. I was a Nazi. First of all, no, you weren't. No, you weren't. You probably watched some Ben Shapiro owns college liberal compilations, and then some other YouTuber years later told you that's what being a Nazi is, and that actually having the politics of a Walmart HR department is—
Wait, what? Ben, call the ambulance on the wine. We have a case of hurt feelings by word. I'm just saying for everything that's going on now, we just need to go back to the days. We need to bring back Tumblr, and we need to bring back Vines. Essentially, we need our Salty Platoon, and then we need her Junior. That we need, and we need a clear wall between the two. I'm just saying, you can go in to We Need Her Juniors, but you can't get out. You can't leave. You can go in, but you can't leave.
salvation. Like, can we fucking relax? I'm sorry, I don't understand the YouTubers and streamers from this era who have like trolls remorse about this shit, that feel guilty for making fun of this stuff back then because they—
That digital island is blue sky. A problem. They're getting out of blue sky. We need a way to keep them contained.
They think them making fun of this stuff gave rise to Trump and whatever. It's like, no, this stuff gave rise to Trump, not you reacting to it. Like, why wouldn't you make fun of this shit? It's ridiculous and it's counterproductive. Like, you wonder why so many Gen Z men are further right than like boomer men. It's not because they watched a YouTuber called BuzzFeed cringe, right? It's because BuzzFeed and things like it, the media, academia, the culture that they grew up in, a reactionary movement needs something to react to. Like, this shit, as goofy as it was harmful. It was harmful to society in general, and it was harmful to like the left because
I remember when this stuff first popped off, when it was the whole pronouns. It was the whole pronouns, and I was like, all right, it's gonna start off with okay, you gotta call us by females. Okay, cool, we'll call you she, her, whatever. Then is, oh, you have to see me as a female. Okay, cool, whatever. Call you female, see you as a female, respect that. Okay, cool. Now you must date me because I'm female. I've said that years ago, and by goddamn did I predicted that future. Where now they saying, oh, if you don't date me, you're homophobic. No, I just don't. I don't want to date you. It's not because I hate you. I just don't want to date you. Like, I have 2 brothers, Pixel Plus and Talanish. Love those guys to death. One of them is married, so that only leaves Talanish. I love Talanish to death. I don't want to put my dick in him. That does not make me homophobic.
this is how people saw the left. Trump wasn't elected specifically.
And yes, this is coming from the alleged femboy banger.
Because BuzzFeed, right? I'm like, that's stupid. But there was this like slingshot effect against woke one. But more importantly, there was a hole in politics left from a do-nothing neoliberal neocon establishment that was just waiting to be filled by a popular.
To be fair, who is called Jackal Spider, that is an odd name. I have no. And those demands got fangs because they came with cancellation. Yes, they did. What up, Carrie? Yeah, she's been a friend of Gundo for a lot. Oh, okay. I'm reading old stuff. I hate the glitch in me or more. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm seeing.
And Trump filled that hole. Trump filled America's hole. He got America pregnant. And 9 months later, out pops a war with Iran. And America's like, I didn't ask for this. Well, why'd you open your legs, whore? Sorry. You were asking for it. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, now people online are like, oh, woke 2 is gonna be great. Woke 2 is gonna hit like crack.
If you thought we were woke before, you done went and woke the beast. Welcome to...
Thank you, CB. Thank you for the rehydrate. And sorry, no, I didn't turn on Nova before I started the stream, so that's why she didn't work. Hang on. Siri, Castle, why the hell do you always try to give me copyright strike? God damn it. Not that. Stop it. Shut up. Either she's trying to dox me, or she's trying to get me copyright struck. Man, we don't need a digital containment for these people, dude. What we need is everything's called asylum, and we need to fill them with lefties or put them in concentration camps. Yes. Make if I was president of America, I would bring back asylums and make asylums great again. We need to give all these type of people nice white rooms that are padded, of course, and nice white jackets. And we can put them in a nice corner and make sure they fed 3 meals a day. And just throw away the key. Not even try to rehabilitate them. Just throw away the key.
Woke 2.0.
Do you want Hitler too? Because that's how you get Hitler too. We are not doing this shit again. I would kindly advise against it. If you look at everything happening now, like literal running the world, bills being passed to merge our military with foreign militaries, a bunch
Yep.
of AI surveillance cameras popping up everywhere, bombs we pay for with
Oh,
our
yeah.
tax dollars
The
against
flock
our will,
cameras.
going to blow up children. All of this shit seems extremely petty and unimportant. But it was part of this like deeply subversive, destructive rot in society. I used to always say that culture war
Sucks to be you, Dutch. I don't have Elixir.
was a distraction from class war. And for the most part, I still kind of think that's true. But I can walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, you know? I could want the rich to pay their fair share and also want my children to grow up in a world where it's not
Make the
socially
silence
acceptable
full
to hate
again,
them.
yes.
Yeah, these videos were a little cringe and like, I don't think they aged that poorly. Some of the jokes were really cringe and like facts and logic liberals like, pretty much do the same videos, but now they're more like organized and structural and scripted. I do the same videos but in a more medicated sort of way. Big Vivans has taken away your millennial quirk chunguses. Big Pharma won't let me go merp. So that was that video.
I'm not saying a word that's gonna turn her on, but it's the thing, it's the little thing that comes in the iPhone. That's the one trying to dox me.
I thought it would be fun.
That bitch literally starts saying my phone number on stream with pics. So I'm like, what the fuck?
To do. What did you guys think? If you want to see my full, raw, unedited reaction to my first video, there is a bonus video up on my Patreon right now, link down below. What the fuck? Also, all Patreon members get every single video a day early, uncensored, no bleeps. I'm also doing Patreon-only live streams now, so I would love to see you guys there. Lots of stuff going on. Link down below. Join today. We want you. Join the shoe simps. Join the SS today. Also, a big thank you again to today's sponsor, Ground News. Go check them out. Link down below. And I will see you guys with a new video. Bye!
Oh man, gotta love Mama Shoot. Okay, it was something I want to do this, but this probably gonna have to be like a tomorrow stream or something like that. And what the hell? Okay, wait. Do I want to talk about? Because this is important, but I don't. Okay, chat. Do you guys want to watch Actual Justice Warrior, but this body cam, or do you want to hear about how the hell is Halo failing? I'm not repeating that. It's like fanboy out at. Oh my god. What? Halo. Okay, I got one for Halo so far. So black man and the police, or Halo being dumb? Halo. There's two for Halo. All right. We got SS. All right. 1, 2, 3, and let's mix it. Halo.
That's supposed to be of this magnitude. Some may say Halo Campaign Evolved has come out, and now the dust is settling a bit, and we can see some concrete numbers. And what's become evident is that this game is not having the splash I think 343 nor Microsoft was hoping for on most platforms. Doesn't mean that it's a flop per se, but let's get into it, and there's a lot more from buggy releases, people mad that you won't accept this. And generally speaking,
and it's sad too, because it looks good. It looks good.
And there's a lot more.
I still need to, I think, I need to beat Reach. You never played Halo? You never played Halo? Alright, so CB, we're gonna have to play. We're gonna have to play. I still need to beat Reach, but we need to play. We're gonna set you up Audilarius and Dutch Matrix if he has time. Okay, Pixel won't. We'll find somebody. Are they just gonna be me and you, or we're gonna have a game?
For buggy releases, people mad that you won't accept this. And generally speaking, how Microsoft and Xbox have fostered an environment so mediocre and problematic that it's no wonder why people are walking away from what should have been one of the biggest releases of the year. Firstly, from altchar.com as seen here, Halo Remake has peaked at just about 25,000 players on Steam, which is honest.
That is bad. It's good, but from Halo, that is bad. 25K will be good for an indie game. That would be good for an indie game. From a AAA developed studio in Halo? That is bad.
Honestly, pretty terrible, all things considered, for a game that's supposed to be of this magnitude. Some may say, well, that's pretty good, right? Well, no.
For an indie game, yes. For a AAA studio Halo game? No. This is terrible.
Actually, because here, look at Halo Infinite's Steam player count when it came out, as you can see there. That game reached a
Halo
peak
is
of
dead, yes.
272,000 players during the height of its own release.
Ooh, ooh. That's it. Look. Oh, all-time peak 4.7 years ago.
Which means that Halo Campaign Evolved has only reached 9.19% of the total players that Infinite, 343's previously released Halo game, managed to hit as well. Which is frankly abysmal, considering this is technically 343, now called Halo Studios' first major
I love
release.
Halo multiplayer back in the day.
Rebranding.
How I became good at Call of Duty was SWAT. That's how I became good at Call of Duty, was playing SWAT.
The company after the disastrous development cycles of 343's previous Halo games. Some may say that's fatigue, but I think it's a combination of things. Firstly, the game is a remake of a game that 343 already did an anniversary remastered edition of in the past. Secondly, it's because the game has, well, zero multiplayer whatsoever.
There we go. That's the one they snuck in. And of course, Manjaw.
Which personally, that's a big reason why I don't think it's worth the asking price. They could have at least taken Bungie's original multiplayer design maps and implemented an online matchmaking system with crossplay, and that would have easily led to this game exploding in player numbers, but they didn't do it, which I think is a massive missed opportunity by both Halo Studios and Microsoft, and I would wager, if they were smart, whenever they end up inevitably remaking Halo 2, they should probably add multiplayer and don't reject it like they did here. Because as an OG Halo fan myself, and I'm sure you guys are too, we all know how
they probably figure most people have the Halo Master Chief Collection. That's probably why they didn't do the multiplayer.
Important multiplayer is to Halo's core experience.
That's a new
The
name,
amount of fun
Manjaw.
that you've had sniping your buddies, running them over, or shooting somebody's Warthog with an RPG in midair to see them ragdoll. Yeah, it was almost a rite of passage for millennials, right? And there's no way that Microsoft is looking at Halo Campaign Evolved Steam numbers, and that they're happy knowing that their peak after years away is barely 10% of what Infinite did. That is embarrassing, although Microsoft likely doesn't think the Steam nor Xbox versions of the game are the main mission here. After all, I would guess their main objective here was breaking into the PlayStation Store, which in my opinion is the major reason this game was even remade in the first place. Although the only person I've seen claiming that Halo Campaign Evolved is a massive success is this random tweet here that claims that Halo has topped the PSN store, but that's not an official source, obviously. And
Yeah, I haven't seen that on my PlayStation.
since not a single website, at least as of me making this video, has touted Halo's success on PlayStation, this makes me believe this game's release is not going the way they wanted it to. Frankly, if this flops on PlayStation, which I doubt, but
They're still
Microsoft
making
might
stuff,
not even release a Halo 2 remake on
Infinite?
Sony's hardware in the future.
I don't know, because Infinite is pretty much a failure at this point, so that's a great question.
Again, I keep saying, all we really wanted was the Bungie-made Halo games ported, as they were 20 years ago, with trophy support, of course, and cross-play multiplayer. That's it. The fact that this can't be done, but instead the entire game needs to be remade in a worse state is kind of baffling to me, as TrueAchievements.com reported here. Halo Remake's premium launch is barely half that of Forza Horizon 6's. As they confirmed here what I highlighted, Forza has outdone Halo, which is frankly embarrassing considering the legacy of what Halo should mean, yet here we are. As seen here, Halo's premium access saw about 58.1% of players, which is the core audience obviously for this sort of game, playing it compared to Forza Horizon 6. If I had to guess, the reasoning is simple. People are just fatigued with 343's version of Halo-made games, and I don't blame them. But it is still baffling, because if you told me 10 years ago that one day we would get a remake of Halo 1 of all things on PlayStation, I would have called you crazy. That would be the gaming equivalent of Nintendo releasing the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake on PlayStation 5 pretty much. But the thing is that the remake we got is riddled with bugs. It removes content and overall dilutes the package, meaning that you're paying more for less, which is never a good sign. Honestly, I would expect this Halo remake to hit PS Plus in a year or two.
Oh, look at that jankiness.
Which is never a good sign. Honestly,
right here.
I would
look
expect
right here.
this Halo remake to hit
Look
PS Plus in a year or two max if I had to guess. There's really no reason to buy this right now, knowing how much they gutted here while asking for
Hot take, I don't mind masculine jaws on women, but that might be because the women I've seen with strong jaws, both fictional and real, are attractive. I can agree, but I've gotten too many of these type of females, so I don't want them. It's one of them things. Let's go maybe another 5-10 years without them, and then slowly put them back in games again. Because that is fair, but I'm done. This is a sickness, and therefore we don't want it.
Me to pay full price for it instead. A Halo game with no multiplayer just doesn't sit right with me. That's like selling me a Mario Kart game today, but it has no online multiplayer either. Like, what's the point? I'm sure Campaign Evolved is doing just fine on Game Pass, but I mean, that's Game Pass. It's never been a good analysis of whether a game will do well commercially or not. And we know that Game Pass has virtually no effect on people buying a game day one on other platforms, even if it's located there. Palworld, after all, was also day one on Game Pass, yet despite that, as you can see here by Palworld Steam chart numbers, that game still surpassed 2.1 million concurrent players on Steam despite it, again, being on Game Pass day one. Starfield, as you can see there, managed to hit 330,000 players on Steam at release despite also being a day one Game Pass game as well. Subnautica 2, as you can also see here, hit well over 467,000 players, despite being day one on Game Pass on Steam too. Even Outriders, as seen here over 5 years ago on Steam charts, managed to hit almost 6 times what Halo Campaign
Lady from
Evolved's
DMC5
numbers on
is
Steam
the
day one,
exception.
and that's as a new IP. And
but Lady does Lady have a strong jaw from DMC5? No. Oh, she do.
Hey, honey. Need assistance?
What the hell's your problem? You trying to kill me?
If you want a bitch, blame it on Lady. She's behind the wheel.
Okay, Donnie, you might be right. But I still like Lady, though. I still like Lady.
That's supposed to be of this magnitude. Some may say, well, that's pretty good, right? Well, no, actually, because here, look at Halo Infinite's Steam player count when it came as they confirmed here where I highlight, which is never a good sign. There. Palworld, after all, was also day one on Game Pass, yet despite that,
yeah,
as you
she
can
was.
see here by Palworld Steam chart numbers,
Wait,
that
what
game
the
still
fuck am I looking
surpassed
at?
2.1 million concurrent players on Steam despite it, again, being on Game Pass day one. Starfield, as you can see there, managed to hit 330,000 players on Steam at release despite also being a day one Game Pass game as well. Subnautica 2, as you can also see here, hit well over 467,000 players, despite being day one on Game Pass on Steam
Yeah,
too.
they finally got
Even
it better
Outriders,
towards
as seen
Resident
here
Evil
over 5
games.
years ago on Steam charts,
You're right, Elucidator.
managed to hit almost 6 times what Halo Campaign Evolved's numbers on Steam day one, and that's as a new IP. And also being on Game Pass and being available to obviously less players because it was, well, 5 years ago, of course, so smaller base. Here's also Forza Horizon 5 Steam charts, right? Over 3 times and then some what Campaign Evolved's numbers did. Also, day one on Game Pass.
That is decent, but that's 5.
Release, and it achieved this almost 5 years ago as well. Even Warhammer 40k Darktide released almost 4 years ago day one, again on Game Pass, and managed to hit 4 times the release numbers of Halo Remake. And even right now, this very instant, as I write the video, Darktide has more players playing it on Steam than Campaign Evolved. Again, 4 years ago. And of course, like I showed you earlier, right, Halo Infinite had almost like 272,000 players on Steam despite also day one Game Pass. Do I really need to show you any more evidence to prove to you that this game's game's release when stacked up against previous games that released the exact same way, either in the same franchise or like more unknown things, have done remarkably better despite having less players to pull from, both as IPs and from Game Pass as a whole, when it compares to the crutches that Halo Remake has been using to prop itself up like this. This is the power of 343 Industries, everybody. Only they could take a game as beloved as Halo and deliver the most
No, I'm saying
milquetoast
they gotten it
content-removed
better.
version
Yeah,
of
yeah,
a
I know
genuine
they use
masterpiece
it for
we've
all the
ever seen.
games.
And I shudder to think what they're doing currently to Halo 2 or 3 right now as we speak. For example, here's a clip where the UNSC soldier that used to be able to shoot you constantly no matter where you moved now can barely keep up with you and won't even shoot you if you're right up in front of him. I mean, come on, watch this clip.
Stay back! Stay back! You're not turning me into one of those things! I'll blow your brains out! Get away from me! Ah! Ah! Don't touch me, you freaks! I won't be like you, I'll die first! They won't get me! Find your own hiding place, the monsters are everywhere! Play dead!
Damn.
That's what I did. Play dead. They took the live ones. Oh god, I can still hear them. Monsters! Ah! 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 Just leave me alone! Sarge, Mendoza, Basseni. Oh god, the things took them. Away, away, away. Oh god, I don't want to be like them, please. Please no, please no.
It's kind of baffling to see that, but the game is also buggy at times, as Mr. Reb's gaming shows in this clip, so please watch this too.
Bingo! That's the last of the mortar tanks. Let's sweep and clear the stragglers, team.
Oh. You know, turned it to the Batmobile. Damn.
That's right, guys. The Scorpion tanks just visually delete parts of their own hardware and work anyways, because why not, I guess? Modern gaming, I guess that's how it is. Or how about this clip showing Unreal Engine 5 just absolutely crapping itself and borderline falling apart in real time? Watch this.
Oh. And they wanted full price for this shit? Damn.
Wow, that looked great. Or how about this clip of playing Halo Remake on Legendary difficulty,
Slideshow, I'm
the hardest
saying.
mode available, and the enemy AI being so incompetent you can just casually walk up behind them and slam them in their backs. Don't believe me? Okay, watch this too.
Mother of God! I never thought I'd get this close to one of these things. How the hell are we going to get inside that monster?
The Covenant use a gravity lift to move troops and supplies between the ship and the surface. We need to ambush them at the grav lift's loading zone and use the lift to enter the ship.
It kind of gets to a point, you know what I mean? It just starts to not feel like the game you enjoyed as a kid anymore,
Yeah.
but a weird, twisted version of what once was. Even IGN is seen here in their review. They call the remake not essential.
10 out of 10
which is,
enemy AI.
well, if IGN is saying that, it's not a great look. Because IGN tends to swallow the loads of anybody who pays them, so that's concerning. Of course, the apologists are out in full force, like this guy who said, Halo Campaign Evolved is an excellent remake.
Yeah, Halo 5 was trash, and I liked Spartan Lock, but Halo 5 was trash.
I don't pay attention to the miserable complainers because they aren't real Halo fans to begin with. Yeah, the classic, if you
Oh, they're not real Halo fans. They're not real Halo fans. Oh, shut the fuck up.
If you have anything negative to say about anything, you're not a real fan shtick. Very cool. Great idea. Or how about this guy who said, starting to realize that a lot of Halo fans are just straight up miserable and will never be happy with any modern Halo game. All of these guys just sound like the gaming equivalent.
No, make a good Halo game. It can even be the modern audience Halo game. Make a good game. If you're gonna do a remake, keep the core aspects of the game that everybody like and stop injecting bullshit into the game, and you'll have a proper game that people love.
equivalent of this meme here on screen that says, come on, fellow gamers, if we all lower our standards, then all games are good. That's what these guys sound like to me. Look, I'm not saying they can't enjoy the game. Good on them. I hope they do because they bought it, obviously. But just because you have a problem with something doesn't mean that you're not a fan. I think the reason the backlash is what it is and comes from the fact that people are fans to begin with. If nobody cared, well, nobody would be talking about it. Backlash comes from a place of passion. You think I want Halo to be in the gutter the way that it is right now? Of course not. I would love for an actual faithful Halo game to be made, but not by 343. I would rather anyone but them make a Halo game going forward, but this continuous lack of spine from people who just tend to lay on their backs and let these companies have their way with their wallets is something I honestly can't abide by. You should be demanding better. If everything is getting more expensive, so too will your games, right? Now more than ever, video games and what they cost and deliver, that should matter the most. You shouldn't just be accepting things for what they are if the things being made do not meet even your lowest of expectations. As I said in other videos, I'm not saying don't play the remake. You do you. I'm not going to laugh at you or talk down to you if you did buy it. I'm just saying that you can and should be allowed to be critical about things that you love is all, right? Look, if you bought Halo Remake, I'm not going to think less of you. I get it. You wanted to play Halo. You missed those games. You wanted something fun to play. I totally understand. You're not going to get like any ill will from me there at all, okay? But even if you did buy it or whatever, you are still allowed to voice your opinions because that's what the internet's for. I hope people understand that this conversation doesn't come from an ill-minded place. It's passion, guys. I love Halo. You love Halo. We want cool Halo games. We're not getting that currently, and that's the problem here. But I think the other problem besides 343 lies in their parent company, Microsoft. And the core fundamental aspects of what Xbox is doing, in my opinion, is the antithesis of art. It's actually instead turning video games into terrible rental services that nobody seems to care about, as IGN said here. That Game Pass was meant to save Xbox, but it's not doing that. Instead, it's dragging everything down into a whirlpool of stupid. As IGN says here, the idea of putting expensive games meant to be sold day one on Game Pass wasn't universally loved, which has now become very obvious. Because publishers believe that it would devalue the idea of what a video game is and what it can do, which I do agree. Because it replaces how studios can use stuff like copies sold as a valuable metric to then secure funding for their next game. Instead, if you release on Game Pass, you're using nebulous things like playtime or players reached, but not actual metrics that actually matter. Oh, your game reached 1 million players, but how much money did it make? Tell me again why this is impressive exactly. I've said for years on this channel that Game Pass was and still is Xbox's greatest mistake because they ended up conditioning an entire generation of captive players into viewing their entertainment as disposable and something not worth investing into. Not only did they not own the games, but it was just games that they could lose once the service would remove them, making these games feel even less meaningful or worthy of your time or energy. Who cares if some game gets removed, right? You paid like $20 to play that and more every month anyway, so who cares? Yeah, it does devalue games, but this trickle-down effect also went into the kinds of games.
It devalues them, and then people really don't care as much. I don't like this whole cloud thing that they're trying to do. I don't like it. It's going to be to where games are going to be crap. They're going to be worse than ever. They really get to hold up that whole license because you're not even buying, you're renting a license. And I just don't like it. I don't like
games that got made
I don't
for
like
the
where
service
we're
too,
heading.
which was subpar. Mostly made games that weren't great enough to buy, but good enough, as they would say for something like Game Pass, which was always a condescending way of saying that if this game needed to survive on sales alone, like the whole traditional sense, the studio would be shutting down. But since it's playable on this service amongst hundreds of other games for one price, then yeah, I guess it's fine for what it is. But this sort of mentality leads to another big crippling issue, which is the acceptance of mediocrity, because the developers then have no reason to make actual genre-defining games, because there's no incentive or risk involved anymore. This is why in a current Xbox environment, if Halo was a, let's say, a new IP right today, it would never be created.
You gotta get a license to play that game, Mike.
Microsoft has implemented here and exists within. Halo existed and what?
You gotta get $20 to get the license to play that game, Mike.
was what it was because it was made in a way because of the fear of failure and the drive to make something truly special to stand out. This is why the usual people are so lukewarm and passive when it comes to Campaign Evolved's quality, because to them, at its core, it's a Game Pass game. Therefore, it's good enough to play for a subscription, but not necessarily to buy outright. And this design philosophy, I'm going to say it for what it is, it's cancer. Because if 343 or Halo Studios had to survive on creating games actually meant to be bought and played at full price only, Campaign Evolved would not be enough. I would be surprised if this game has even sold 1 million copies yet to be real. This sort of environment of, let's just call it disposable entertainment that Microsoft has pioneered has really only done one thing, which is create a race to the bottom.
Gotta
of
get
the
a license
barrel.
button,
Largely
soundboard.
speaking, most of Game Pass's first-party
Pull a shoe and get a
offerings are
license.
shallow, uninspired experiences that would never survive in a normal, traditional, transactional.
Have you seen that PlayStation patent a controller without buttons? I thought that was fake. I thought that was people just memeing on X. So that actually is a real thing, that they patent a controller with no buttons. So it's gonna be haptic touchpads or some shit like that. How would that work? Like I need my buttons. I need my. I can't do that with just a screen. You know how when cell phones, when we went from the Tech 9 to touchscreens, and we now, back in the day, you can text without looking at your phone because you had the Tech 9 system, and how we can press buttons on a controller because we know where the buttons are. That's going to be hard as fuck to doing that on a fucking buttonless controller. What we're going to have next? A keyless keyboard? Please don't. Please don't. Any company, any keyboard company, please don't. Please don't.
Environment. Instead, you're fed slop for slop's sake. Pete Hines, the former
Wi-Fi,
VP of Bethesda,
fridge,
said this
yep.
after he left the company due to Microsoft buying them out. Here's what he said. When you talk about a subscription that relies on content, if you don't figure out how to balance
You got
the
that
needs
Tech
of the
9, yep.
service and the people running the service with the people who are providing the content, without which your subscription is worth jack you know what, then you have a real problem. And he is right, because what has Game Pass really done? It's never been a service where a game was made internally at Microsoft Studios that then became, let's say, Game of the Year material. Sure, some will say, well, what about Clair Obscur? That was day one on Game Pass, wasn't it? You're right. But it wasn't made in-house at any studio that Microsoft owned, which is my point. You can't create genre-defining experiences within this atmosphere that Xbox...
What? There's already a keyless keyboard. It's a laser display, and that is fucking retarded. Like I like how my keyboard feels. Like, yeah, it's a cheap $70 GameStop one. It's not one of them fancy $100 70, 60, or 30% keyboard, but I mean, I like it. That's oh my god.
As going on right now, all you can reasonably do is remix what already exists, or remake something like in Halo's case, and then just hope that it's enough. As seen here in a leaked document, Microsoft was actually paying upwards of $300 million to acquire the rights to games like Kill the Justice League and Star Wars Jedi Survivor to appear on Game Pass. Yeah, this is not a sustainable model. Microsoft could have used that money to create the next Halo or multiple games, but they would likely know that money, even if they did spend it correctly that way, it would still not result in games that would get made due to the overall atmosphere they have going on here. And it proves that, right? Considering how busted
Microsoft literally pulled a Disney and bought everything to where now they're in competition with themselves and they're hemorrhaging money.
343's design philosophy is anyways, right? The layoffs and
what the fuck they do to Cortana?
turnover rate at 343, or Halo Studios now, are so well documented that it would be safe to assume that every mainline Halo game they've ever made was practically made from the ground up by a completely different team pretty much every time. And that the institutional knowledge that has been lost thanks to how Microsoft and Xbox currently run things has had unmistakable cascading altering effects on everything from their first party studios. So how can a new Halo even begin to exist in an environment like this where everything is one wrong move away from shifting the bolts off these car frames and 343 just ends up flying into traffic at terminal velocity because nothing is being done properly? They're just cutting corners. This is why you're getting the safer option, right? Remake the older games, but they're also going to be removing the soul and integrity from them, hoping that you don't notice. It does.
Let's bring back the games that actually made money, but remove the reason why they made money and inject stuff that we think gamers are gonna like. Yay! Let's eject stuff that gamers tell us that they don't like. We're gonna force them to play it, and we're gonna make them like it. Yay!
Doesn't work like it used to, and people are tired of it, right? Let me read you this next part in full because it's important. The Activision Blizzard acquisition began a series of cataclysmic financial consequences for Xbox. 2024's Black Ops 6 is the highest grossing game in Call of Duty's 23-year history, but 82% of all sales came from PlayStation. While Xbox had the smaller share, Game Pass scuppered Microsoft's chance to make a fortune in Call of Duty's most financially successful year ever. According to an anonymous Xbox employee via Bloomberg, the company lost $300 million in sales as a direct result of placing its latest blockbuster on the service.
I think this is my
and
first
why
time
would
seeing
anyone
it.
pay $70 for a game that they could pay $15 to access alongside 400 others? Exactly why this doesn't work. And this is cannibalizing not only sales, but the goodwill and the drive for these developers to stay anywhere long term. You guys know the term quiet quitting? If you don't, it's when an employee they don't like leave the job, but they also stop pushing themselves to perform better, and instead they just start doing the bare minimum so they can just collect their paycheck and go home. That's quiet quitting. Anyways, I feel like that has to be something permeating all throughout Xbox's first party studios at this point.
I mean, that's what Game Pass is going to turn these companies into. They're just going to do the bare minimum just to get a game out on Game Pass because they're not making money.
Loads of people doing the bare minimum, because why bother? Who cares if that Marine can't shoot you like he used to in Combat Evolved? It doesn't matter if the tanks glitch or if the gun's aim is off or any other multitude of problems permeating throughout these games. It doesn't matter. It just has to be the bare minimum, and that should be enough. It's not like there's an incentive to do better. All Halo Campaign Evolved will end up having as its legacy is being seen as a weaker and worst version of a game already made better 20 years ago. And beyond that, it will only exist in spreadsheet PowerPoint presentations for Xbox. To go and say, look, it reached this many players. Shame about the sales though, right? Microsoft at least smartfully removed Modern Warfare 4 from the Game Pass pool. So now if somebody wants to play that game, they're going to have to buy it. But that doesn't fix the issues at the core here. When you have people, like I've shown you already, slurping up the slop off 343's toilet seat and then calling it delicious because they don't want to lose access, it's no wonder why what you're getting still can't hold a candle to a game that was again released over 20 years ago. Because it doesn't matter how many fancy lights you put in your game, how nice the water looks, or if the sounds sound vaguely similar, they are still not the same. I've even been told by people who actually worked on Halo Combat Evolved that the sound mixing present in Campaign Evolved is actually completely off and pales in comparison to the original. The whole thing's a mess, okay? I'm sure the usual types will try to tout this as a success, but the reality is a remake of the first Halo should have been a monumental release. It should have dropped like an atom bomb on the players out here, but instead it has a...
Bro, this game should have been a game everybody was spazzing out over. This game right here. Now it's being laughed and mocked at. And everybody's saying, yeah, just play Master Chief Collection. If you want this game, just play Master Chief Collection.
Right, like
don't turn on, don't hit tab button. Keep the good graphics. There you go.
A dead warhead in Megaton in like Fallout 3 at this point. Sure, it's there. I guess it could explode, but do we care enough? Not really, no. Halo fans deserved better, but the culture and environment fostered to create these games is so abysmal that it's really no wonder that people are walking away the way that they are. If this is the best that 343 and Xbox can do, with the absolute crown jewel of their empire, imagine how little they care about everything that's even less important to them. It's bleak, I know. It needed to be said. This isn't Halo. Just let it die. die and move on already? What do you think? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to. I'll continue to remember Halo as it was. At least then I can love those games as time capsules at least. But for me, unfortunately,
Oh God. Whoa. What the hell? Gaming needs to have another crash. Yes, it does. We just need gamers to all unite and just say, you know what? We're going to take our wallets and put them elsewhere. And I made that joke too. But I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you everybody for coming through. Thank you everybody for being here. We're going to try to get 2 streams set up tomorrow. I need to get a time frame with the individual that I'm going to be collabing with. And then, of course, we're going to play more Metal Gear Rising because that game went too damn hard. All right. Thank you, Elucidator. All right. So, oh, snap. Mama Bud is not streaming? All right, Blaze Fighter, have a good day at work. Thank you. You have a good day, too. Well, I guess we're going to go ahead and raid into side-scrollers. I already hit it. I was about to say, let me hit refresh. Let me refresh. I could have sworn Mama Butt was streaming. Oh, she's not.
I had my headphones on as I was getting my water, and they were talking about 2 movies.
They're just not starting.
I'm very excited.
All right. Let's see. Who can we raid on Twitch? I guess we can, is it Necro-Alana? Yeah, Real Raid, Necro-Alana. All right, guys, I will catch you all tomorrow for some more. Hope you guys have a great Friday if you're at work or you're going to go to work. See y'all next time. Peace.